do back in the day. Remember?
No,
Ooh, remember that
but
one we
we
used to
are
do?
live, and hello everyone out there who
What's
is
up?
checking us out. And I want to say hello to some people in the chat. AB James, Uriel, Sean, no problem, Sean. You're welcome. Thank you for the request. Kyle, hope you have a good birthday. Boomstick Critique, DJ Donnelly, Neopunk, Frame by Frame, RJ, Alex Booth Josh, Bobby, and everybody else. Hello there. Hope you guys are having a good and safe Monday. I am
Yeah.
joined by my dear friend Effrey
Hi.
and Broad Stipe and everyone. Hello there,
Yeah.
Preminator, everybody
Hi,
else.
everybody. What's up? How you all doing? You okay? Wow. Hey, Mediator. How you doing? Everybody good? All right.
No, I know I've not seen Barbie. No one has requested Barbie.
It became a
I've
hit.
not seen Barbie.
Funny enough, it became a hit. You know what's hilarious about that, right? Is that Ryan Gosling, right? He did Drive, that bombed. He did Blade Runner
Yeah.
2049, that bombed. He did First Man, that bombed. Even the Gangster Squad bombed. But the one fucking movie he does that's a hit is a fucking Barbie movie. Go figure. Oh,
I don't
God.
get it. Everything I've seen on the trailers,
Yeah.
the marketing, I guess
Hey,
it's just
Bobby.
not for me.
I don't know. It's crazy. I think what it is, there's no option this summer for nothing. That's what it is. There's no options. If you look back at the summer from back in our childhood, like in the 80s, 88, 87, 86, even 85, you had options. There's no options this summer for nothing. Even last year, I mean, Maverick dominated the summer, Maverick, the Top Gun sequel, but I mean, Mission Impossible, that's making its money. Okay. And everything.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I mean, again, no, I've not. For people keep asking, I've never seen the Barbie. No one has requested, so no.
But it's not too late to request, right? I mean, somebody, I mean, I'm sure you will see
I,
it.
I guess if someone does,
If someone
we'll
does, somebody
see.
wants to, and such, and everything.
But yeah, this summer has been awful.
Yeah,
This summer's been absolutely awful.
yeah. I haven't been to the movies. It's nothing I wanted to see. I mean, I did want to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but I'm sure now it's probably available for rental because nothing stays in the theater that damn long. If you think about it, look at Fast X. Fast X is already in fucking Amazon Prime already. For God's sakes, is it
Hmm,
bombing?
I did not know.
I didn't know that either, Neopunk. Wow.
Probably because of all that Oppenheimer Barbie meme, Barbenheimer, where you see both films that became a meme. You don't see Barbie and you don't see Oppenheimer back to back. It was a whole meme,
Oh yeah,
and those became successful.
yeah. That's
Oh, thank
strange
you,
though.
Priest. Yes, I did see the Fright Night documentary, the You're So Cool Brewster.
I want it.
Uh,
I want the documentary ASAP.
but have you seen it?
Well, partially, if you know the story. I mean, I'll tell all these people what
Yeah,
happened. I bought the Blu-ray of Fright Night that Sony released, right? Because I heard it actually had the documentary You So Cool Brewster in it as a feature. I saw half a documentary because they edited the documentary to only feature the first fucking Fright Night movie, which I love the first Fright Night movie, but all the stuff about Fright Night 2 is out of there because they don't own Fright Night 2. And to find the
yeah.
documentary, I don't know where to find it. I heard it's expensive now. I don't know if it's in print or not. I'll be lucky if I find it online if it's not edited, like the one that was on the. So I got fucked. I liked it the half I saw. I wish I could see the whole goddamn thing. No? Oh man.
Yeah, to answer your question, Chris, I have seen it. I do own it. That was the one where I got pissed at the people who made it because they're the ones that I think that was one that it was at the time I bought one and then I bought Mike OCP a copy for Christmas. And then they said, "Oh, we're gonna send it out," and then they didn't know where it was at, and they sent it out. Then it was late, and then came after Christmas, and they delayed that like a lot of times. And I remember I said a line like, and I meant it. This is why people bootleg, and they got pissed. And one of them did
Exactly.
like a whole lost his mind on like a Facebook club I wasn't allowed to be in.
Oh
It's one
shit.
of the directors. So fuck him. They're the ones
Yeah.
doing I think the RoboCop documentary, which
That's
I've
never
heard bad things about what they're doing with that.
that really?
But
Wow.
it's a good documentary, I will say. They got William
Okay.
Ragsdale, they got Chris Sarandon, they got the directors, even the
Yeah.
second film, Brian Thompson. It's very well done, except the stupid wannabe Peter Vincent
Yeah.
segments with
I don't think
the
you needed that. I actually don't think you needed that. But what happened with the RoboCop doco? They fucked it up. I heard it's taking longer to
well,
come
from what
out.
I understand, number one, because Mike OCP, he's into that because he's the RoboCop guy.
Of course,
I
yeah.
like RoboCop, you like RoboCop, but
Yeah, of
it's
course.
his name.
Yeah, of course. Sort of thing.
So he would hear they're separating it into different Blu-rays. So one will be the first movie, and
Oh
then one will be
no.
and then the backers are like, well, are we don't get it all because we backed it? And apparently, if
Yeah.
you ask those questions, you get blocked on
Oh
their
fuck
Facebook
them.
page.
What? Fuck them.
So
If I was a backer, I would be pissed. That's why I don't like backing these damn things. I know some people like to do it because they want the credit, they want to feel like they helped out, but
money.
that sucks though. They put the money in there. Of course, they want to ask a question. What kind of stupid double dipping bullshit is that? We're gonna have the first film. We're gonna have the second film. We're gonna do another one, third film. Then we're gonna do one about the TV show and the fucking the
And
miniseries,
then they
prime
said something
directive.
was going to be like they did something about it's going to be like a streaming thing. Like, hey, if you want to watch the first one, you rent this. If you want to watch about the second movie, you rent this. I don't know
Ah,
what they're doing. I think they are just stretching out every dollar and cent. Like they find a taste of success, they milk it for what it's worth.
and sons of
So
bitches. Oh my god. Because I know that I think at one point, what was it? Somebody was trying to do that with aliens. They were trying to do a similar thing like that.
hundred
Where it's gonna be,
dollars,
yeah, it was gonna
hundred
be a,
dollar Blu-ray.
yeah, something about you have to be a live stream or something. But I'm like, but what the fuck are they gonna cover that's not been covered already? That's what I'm saying. I mean, RoboCop was interesting. At least you get the people in the sequels or whatnot, or maybe see the
Apparently,
deleted scenes.
the first is going to be like a step by step. It's going to be like a 4 hour scene by scene look at the film, I guess.
Oh, that's
I don't know if
bullshit.
you mean scene by scene, but
That once again,
okay.
that made me think of that aliens thing that they were trying to do. Or it's like you're watching it again, but with a different set of eyes. I got my own eyes. I
Yeah.
don't need no fucking eyes. You got your eyes. These people in the chat, they got their eyes. I mean, they're looking forward to that. That's cool. It's crazy. Oh
And
man.
yes, I did get their request.
Woo!
I tried watching it. I will finish it. Obviously, I'm watching it now in the theater. I I will finish it eventually. I, as a fan, it's really heartbreaking.
It's
I
worse.
think that's what
Is
it
it worse?
is.
Is it worse than the Michael Bay ones?
For me, in a way, yes.
Oh wow.
Let's put it. There was a piece of dialogue that says, "Leo says, let's go home." Raph says, "What? Do you have your head up Splinter's butt?" And
No.
then Mikey goes, "Yeah, what does it smell like?" And then Donnie goes, "I bet it smells like cheese and Doritos."
So once
They're
again,
annoying
so
ADD dipshits.
Seth Rogen, he tainted it with his weed and everything like that. I'm surprised he didn't make them stoners. Might as well. Oh God.
Wow, I gotta give a thank you to this. Holy shit. Akuma 80s, man.
Wow. That's a big.
Holy
That's
shit.
very good, man. Send you right to the bank.
Just wanted to show love to your channel. I don't deserve that, but thank you so much. Uh, do you, if you have a question, feel free to ask it because that's insane. But to everyone out there who has sent in requests, I don't deserve it, but thank you so much. It's humbling, and you guys keep this channel going, and
And he's
I
real.
humbly thank you.
I mean, he's real about it. He's a no shit guy.
Yeah,
He's
thank
the
you.
real deal. You know, what you see is what you get. This is the man. He's real. He's a no shit guy.
Yeah,
That's right. You know, Say you're a no
Yeah,
shit
I
guy.
don't say that. I don't say this for like bullshit reasons.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really do sincerely mean that. Thank you
yeah.
to Treese Mason and Frame by Frame, and then Akuma 80s. Holy shit, 80s. I guess that's what the 80s for. $80. Thank you so much, man.
Hmm.
If you have a question, feel free to ask.
Yeah, please
I feel
do.
bad not answering a question.
Yeah, please do. Even if it's a difficult one, like why the sky is blue, I'm sure Matt will come up with an explanation behind that, or
Why
how
does Seth
come
Rogen have a job?
why Seth Rogen has a job, a lot of weed. That's an obvious question, and everything. Is Ice
Now
Cube in the movie for some reason? I think him and
yes,
Seth
he's the
Rogen.
main bad guy
Really?
as Superfly.
Wow. What?
He's
Really?
Superfly. That's the name.
No.
It's a fly named Superfly.
No. Wow. I was thinking. You remember back in the day, someone did an edit. Raphael's a gangster, and they put Ice Cube's voice. And I would think maybe they'll do something like that, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't be that clever, because God forbid to take these fucking characters seriously. God forbid, at least in one goddamn movie. But no, they will never do it. They'll never do it. You
No,
can't do it with turtles.
they had to talk about what Splinter's ass smells like. And people defend it. I remember I said that on someone, and people were defending it, saying, "This is how teenagers talk, dude." I'm like, I was a teenager once. I never wondered what my friend's ass smelled like.
No,
I never,
exactly.
as a group. So you made them annoying, and they go, "Well, teenagers are annoying." So why is that an upgrade for the characters to make
Yeah,
them annoying and irritating?
yeah. Sad but true. Sad but true. And they always talk about, we want to do gritty and dark. There's material to use. I mean, for a fact, because this is your bread and butter.
They
You
don't
know what
want gritty and dark. This
Yeah,
is successful. It's
yeah, of course.
95% of Rotten Tomatoes, audience, and you know what this film got? 42%.
Well, of course.
And
And
this
that's the
has
best movie.
95 because
And that's cool, by the way. That thing you got there.
yeah,
And yeah, that's the best film and whatnot. Best film, my favorite of the live action. And this comes from a guy that doesn't mind the third fucking film. That I know you're not that big on and such.
the Ninja Turtle.
Well, that what
Are
he.
you
I
talking
think
about?
maybe that's what he means. I guess a little bit. I guess he didn't see the whole thing, yo. I mean, you want to go a little bit what you saw. I mean, and
Oh
such.
no, I mean you. You say you didn't mind the third film. Which third film?
The live action one from 1993, the one with the pimples
Oh,
in the
okay.
face.
I'll watch that over this.
Oh,
I'll
that's
give you
cool.
that easily.
Yeah. I mean,
But
it's not immaculate. I mean, I will admit, I like the second film. I see why you love the second film a lot. It brings the family thing to it and such. The Super Shredder, I wish it was utilized the best. That's all, but still a good
I
movie.
agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Hmm.
Okay, I got the part when they talk about sniffing Splinter's ass as a joke. I mean, that's where I stopped. I will finish it because it was your paid request. Okay, I'll be repeating what's in the review, but I'll do it. Donnie sounds like he's 5 years old. He sounds like he should be in a diaper.
I thought he was a girl
He
at
sounds
first.
like I thought it was too, but apparently
Yeah.
it's a boy. He sounds like he should be part of the new reboot of Rugrats if they ever do one. He should be in it.
Probably.
Raphael sounds like Nelson from The Simpsons. I was ready for him to go ha ha. Leonardo is a simp ass, wimpy ass bitch who immediately has the hots for April. I don't know why, because she looks like a homeless fat ass that's going to be taken over. Whoopi Goldberg in The View. That's what she looks like.
Might be
The
Whoopi
Whoopi of
Goldberg's
today.
illegitimate daughter or something. I don't know. It's a clone of Whoopi
I
Goldberg.
mean, and I flipped through it. By the end, they go to the prom because they're accepted by humanity. They like there's a shitty CW show. They go to the prom, and Splinter
Wow.
kisses a female mutant cockroach named Scumbag, and they're going on dates now.
A mutant cockroach called Scumbag.
Yeah, female mutant cockroach named Scumbag, and they're going on dates now.
And Splinter is voiced by Jackie Chan, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you know how they learn martial arts? By watching Jackie Chan tapes and aerobic videos.
Well, how convenient since he's voicing Splinter. How convenient. Wow.
And they throw away the whole origin.
Oh goodness.
Which begs the question, then why are they ninjas? Why are they ninjas?
That's a great question. Because
How are they ninjas?
even in the Michael Bay produced movies, you ask that question: why are they ninjas? Since
They
there is
make the
no
same
back.
thing here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
several guns a jack off. He don't know what the fuck he's doing and shit. Oh, you don't like it? That means you this and that. No, I don't like it. He's a hack. He is a hack. Plain and simple. He is a hack. With his Elmer Fudd laugh, which I can't do the laugh. I know Fabio knows how to do the great he knows how to do that laugh.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it either.
Me neither, man.
And
But
I'm upset because I think these characters deserve better,
they
and
do.
to make them annoying, irritating, dipshit characters, I don't see how that's an upgrade. I'm sorry, I just don't. April, there's a scene where April is puke O'Neil because she was in front of a camera, and there's a huge scene where she pukes in front of the.
Oh, brother.
This is the humor. This is the
Oh,
dialogue. These are the
man.
jokes that gets a 95% by audiences and critics.
That's why I always
And
hated
that's
the
why
Rotten
I'm like,
Tomato site. I always hated the Rotten Tomato site. Really do. Oh my
no,
god.
Kingslayer, Splinter's not gay. The mutant cockroach is female. It's just an annoying, stupid shot joke meant to make you laugh because it's so gross that they kiss. See, don't give a fuck. This is fucking stupid.
It goes to show you the
If people
people
like, yeah,
who have Ninja Turtles who are dealing with something, but the people that
no, it's
are
fine.
dealing with this have zero clue of what these characters are about. There's zero clue of it. You had a fucking live action shitty movie back in 2012 and 2014 and 2016, right? I forgot already what year they came out. You got those, right? And then there's no ninjas in there. There's no martial arts. It's just giant hulking steroid super chuds, right? And then this movie here, okay, they look like turtles, but that doesn't save nothing because they're like 12 years old talking shit about what's up their fucking parents' ass. And are there any fights in the movie at least or no?
I didn't get that far. I'll
Oh, you
have
see,
to
there you
finish
go.
it to see.
Probably lackluster fights. God forbid. You know, and of course they gets the pass and the praise because people want that out of the turtles, which is it's a shame because there is a story in there you could do. At least I just want them to do it at least one fucking time to let the people decide. Let them see this. Oh, but you can't do that with the turtles. But I said it before and I'll say it again. Wonder Woman is a silly character. If you look at the costume with the lasso and the invisible plane, but you put it in okay. Whether you hate it or not like it, in the fucking with Kel Kadat movies, at least it's taken seriously to an extent. Captain America, a great example. It's a silly character with the suit and the wings, and that, but you give it to Chris Evans, you give it some writers that give a fuck. You could do something with it. Batman, back in the 60s, with Adam West and the Batusi, whatever that shit is. You give it to Tim Burton, back in
Yeah,
'89. You bring reality to it. The
Robert Pattinson.
Flash, yes, you know, right? Yeah, well, Robert Pattinson, of course. The Flash with John Wish's ship. That's basically taking Batman '89 but putting it into smaller TV. You give it a story. You give it this. It works without babies being saved by microwave like this, like Dick Face Miller did or whatnot in that fucking movie. I seen clips. It's horrible. And what? Let me on a side note. Let me ask you something. Why is it when fucking hobo Bruce Wayne shows up? Why is the song from Chicago playing in the background? Why is that? It's so stupid. It's a fucking music
I'm
from
honestly Guardians of the Galaxy. Ever since that
probably.
came out, which I liked it, a lot of films want to copy that
They
type
want to
of
kind of so stupid.
music usage.
That would have been maybe a good opportunity to use the fucking maybe Danny Elfman music or something. But I saw that like, what the fuck is? I like the song, but it doesn't belong in the scene. It's so stupid. Oh my god.
I'll say this with that. If people like the new film, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't understand how this in any way represents the characters other than the title. Their origins still in the background. Their personalities are completely different. None of them feel like the characters. And it's a bunch of milking jokes. Just as 30 times they talk about milking. I don't even have nipples. How could we be milked? Milking jokes, puking jokes, cockroach kissing jokes, and sniffing ass jokes.
I'm
I don't
surprised.
understand it. I don't need
I
to.
I am still dumbfounded that he didn't make them stoners. He might as well. He might as well made them stoners. Why not? Well, teenagers do that. I'm surprised he didn't do that shit.
Hey, thank you, Preminator. I don't know what Talk to Me is, so sorry
Me
I can't
neither.
say anything. The Maid 2,
I heard it got a lot of
I've
bad box office, and I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 0. I heard, but I mean, who's to say they're right? I mean, but we'll go on. Sorry.
I've I have not gotten a request for it, so I haven't seen it. I've seen clips, and it feels like the first hour is a boring as shit movie,
That's
where
what
it's
I heard
just
about.
them on the sea level, walking with red lights to their destination. And I wasn't big on the first Meg. It's Statham versus Shark. Why do you have to make it so dull and boring? I don't understand it. And also, it's PG-13, so it's going to be neutered. I mean, Jaws was PG and it worked, but that worked because you had Steven Spielberg behind the wheel. You had a great script. The
Good
Maid films are
cast.
not known for good scripts. Yeah,
Yeah.
good cast. And other than that, if it was R-rated and fun, like Deep Rising with Treat Williams, rest in peace, Treat, then maybe it could work. But it feels like this is only based on clips I've seen of the second one, and what I've seen of the first movie, which I did see, I thought was subpar. They don't want to appreciate their outrageous idea. They feel as if they want to make it not serious, but I don't know how else to put it. It's just dull and boring. And thank you,
Yeah.
frame by frame. That wasn't a question, but thank you, man. But I
Yeah.
don't know what are your thoughts on anything you've heard or anything on the
But
Meg?
I
I don't
know
think you've seen it, but
I haven't seen the first film because the trailer, just clips I saw in the trailers didn't interest me. And I don't know, the trailer I saw for Meg 2 I didn't like. But then I heard that it got all this bad rap. Like people saying, like you were saying, that it takes a while for the Meg to come in the movie. Okay, you do have a carnage scenes as much as PG-13 could show. So I know that was one of the things you said about the first film, that the Meg barely did anything. So maybe they're
this,
making up for that here.
yeah,
I
the
don't know.
clips they do a bit more because there's three of them and an octopus and these little weird lizard things on land, so there's a bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
But
It's a missed opportunity.
like,
Jason Statham and a creature feature flick, and they dropped the ball. I don't know what it is. It gets power. It gets a lot of praise overseas. That's why it got a sequel, unfortunately, because I think overseas, I guess Statham name matters, and I guess they let the concept, so it made his money overseas. That's why they went for a follow up. But I would think they would do something different with him. No, it's the same shit. Basically, because when I saw in that trailer, while the Macadodon killed, the Meg killed some dinosaurs in the opening or something like that.
yeah, that's the opening.
That's about it.
And then like an hour until, because again, this is just from seeing clips. Because on YouTube, there's so many clips you see the entire movie.
Of course.
But uh, the second seemed like it was like an hour or 50 minutes or something just to really get going. I don't understand it, but hey, Statham wants that paycheck.
Yeah. I think Statham, in a strange way, he's just picking up checks at this point. I don't think he gives a flying fuck anymore. That's why I like when I sent you that request months ago. I think for the verses for Atkins versus Statham and whatnot. It's true. I look forward to what Atkins got coming out of the pipe because he looked like he still gives a shit. Scott Atkins and such. And granted, his movies don't have the paper that the budget that Statham's movies get. Statham still gets big studios. Like Warner Brothers is doing this shit and whatnot. Very
Thank
cool.
you, man.
That's great.
But yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do well overseas because there's a lot of China stuff in the movie
of
because it's
course.
co-produced with China, and good for it. It seems like not other than Predator. It seems like a lot of people don't like the film. So,
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe because giant monster movies are still big overseas, especially in Asia and whatnot. Because I'm sure it was a Godzilla and Kong that probably made a lot of money overseas more than over here. I think over here
yeah.
was a hit and such.
Well, frame might as well because what I saw, they weren't much ninjas to begin with, so they might as not be it at all. Yeah,
Yeah,
go to prom, make a sequel where they bitch about doing homework because that's what I don't get. What I This is what people want.
yeah,
If this is what people want, then I guess I'm out of the Ninja Turtle club. I guess.
yeah.
Fuck it.
But at least you still got the ones you enjoy, like the 2003 show and of course the
Yeah,
movies. The good, these are good stuff. No one can take that away from you and such. You know,
yeah.
it breaks my heart that that whole thing with that banished thing they want to do. Raphael, the fan
Oh, the
film,
fan film. Yeah,
yeah, and the other one, Fight the Foot. Nobody wants to throw money in that, but they throw money into this shit. Hey, go figure. You know. That's why I said it before to Matt one time. I'll send it to I'll say it to all you guys right here in the chat. The person that I believe who could rescue the Ninja Turtles is this man right here. He can do
I
it.
don't know how to write or direct.
You got the ideas. You can write it. The directing, well,
I
I
need to
don't.
hire people. If I have all the money in the world and could hire the right people, then
Yeah,
perhaps I'll be like the Zetter producer or
yeah.
something.
You be the Joel Silver of this
But
thing.
no, apparently not, because what I want is obsolete. Apparently, what people want is the puking and the milking and the smelling ass dialogue, because that's how teens talk. God damn it, Matt. Finally, they talk like teens. Great, they're annoying. I don't know how that's an upgrade, but I guess that's just me. People in the chat, I guess, do you want the trolls to be annoying douchebags that talk like teenagers? I guess I'm alone in that. I guess I'm alone.
Well, let's see. Let's
And
see what
thank
the
you,
chat.
Lucas.
Let's see what the chat has to say about that. Do you guys
And
want?
thank you, Lucas.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
thank you,
ahead.
Lucas. Yeah, but do you guys? Would you guys want to see at least one fucking movie or one goddamn fan film or something of the Ninja Turtles being taken a little seriously? You know, I'm not saying they gotta be, you know, like the original origin. It was a serious fucking characters. You know, at least give me one goddamn version of it. Zoomer
And
version of
yes,
the Ninja
Lucas.
Turtles. I don't know what that is. Someone put Zoomer
And
version.
yes, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it. Yeah, he sent a request for to play the Spider-Man game. That's still not yet come in the mail, but when it does, I'll get to it as soon as I can, Lucas. Thank you so much, man.
That's cool. Oh yeah, by the way, I did see uh the Riddick Butcher Bait somebody edited to a movie,
Yeah.
like 2 hours. I have this one question I want to ask, right? Why the fuck wasn't
Okay.
that green light into a goddamn film instead of the Chronicles of Riddick? That should have been the
The,
goddamn movie. There's a lot of
the
shit
movie
in
was made
there.
first.
Ah, man, but they should have took that story. That should have been the movie. Riddick is like,
I agree.
yeah, he's like, he's right on target. He's the dialogue. It feels like the same Riddick from the first fucking film, but better and such. Now, granted, I warmed up to the third film. I'm not gonna say it's underrated or nothing. I could watch it as a time waster because I don't mind the cast who plays the bounty hunters and whatnot. But I cannot say that. I would say that if I had a choice, do I want that storyline or do I want Butcher Bay? I want the Butcher Bay storyline. It just everything was cool. The robot thing and they do put that stupid shit in there with I guess he got his eyes from this fucking mysterious girl that's in the director's cut of Chronicles of Riddick, who's never ever brought up again because no one liked the Chronicles of Riddick. I guess that's the mom or the fuck buddy or the girlfriend of Riddick. I don't fucking know. That's how he got his eyes. I thought his eyes came from the guy he had to give some cigarettes to. Like he could never see daylight again. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
You know, it's a little iffy there. I'm not
yeah.
iffy. I mean iffy. There you go.
Now,
So
real
it's
quickly, I saw on Dark Side. had this question for us. Hope you guys are doing well.
Okay.
You may not see this, but what are some films you used to like but now dislike? You used to like but now dislike.
Hmm, that's interesting. Wow. I would say
Um,
well, we got a good one. Live Free or no, not Live Free, no, sorry. Good Day to Die Hard. Remember how we did a video together on that? And they revisit the
yeah,
film, it didn't hold up. That's a good example. Good Day to Die
yeah,
Hard.
and because I like the other Die Hard films, I wanted to like it, and it
Yeah.
just
They didn't
I
survive
fooled
second
myself.
viewing. They didn't survive second viewing.
I fooled myself.
That's a good example. Uh Transformers
Chronicles
Dark
of
of the
Riddick.
Moon. What was that?
Chronicles of Riddick for me, the 2004 one. I didn't mind it when I first saw it. When I revisited it, it was hard for me to watch.
Yeah,
The Chronicles of Riddick.
especially the director's cut or supposed director's cut, because there's a lot of extended shit in there that just doesn't work. There's no
Well,
ending
thank you.
either. You know.
Now, when you say hit movies, if you're talking box office, it would be Arnold. But I'm not. If you're talking about movies that you like, I'm just like I say, you say hit movies. Like Arnold had more box office
Of
hits.
course, yeah.
Terminator, Terminator 2,
Predator.
Predator, Twins, Tenor and Cop. If you're talking about like movies we like the filmography,
Yeah, that's true. Because in a way, do we mean like what we personally like of their stuff, or do we talk about the box office in general?
because box office is usually Arnold. But if you're talking
Yeah,
about the filmography,
because they both done
I
some
would
good
say,
stuff.
yeah, I would say Van Damme only because,
Hard target.
uh, well, the yeah, that's one of them because it's my personal favorite. But
Yeah, mine
also,
too.
at least he has some decent direct-to-video films. A lot of bad ones, but at least there's the Shepherd Border Patrol, Six Bullets. I like Wake of
Wake of
Death,
Death. Wake of Death is a good one. Yeah.
JCVD.
I still have to see that. I cannot find out to watch anywhere. I want to find the one in
But
English though.
after,
Yeah.
but other than The Last Stand,
That was
what has
Arnold's last
Arnold
one.
done? And
Yeah.
the first Expendables, but he didn't star in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cameo. But like starring that, other than The Last Stand, what else has Arnold had in the past 20 years?
And you haven't got any requests for Fubar yet, have you?
No,
Okay, so has anyone
so I
seen
haven't seen it.
Fubar by any chance? What are your thoughts on Fubar in the chat? Is it Arnold's worst? Is it Arnold's okay, or what? Or is it just a
But
woke
what would you
bullshit?
think of filmography that you like more?
Wow, that's tough. Wow, because they both got it.
I would say Arnold with the Terminator.
Well, Arnold, yes. If you go by Arnold's heyday, yes, Arnold had the bigger box office, probably bigger stuff. But Van Damme, of course, with Bloodsport and Cyborg and Kickboxer, Death
Universal
Warrant,
Soldier,
Universal Soldier, Hard Target,
Time Cop.
Time Cop, even Nowhere to Run, which I always enjoyed, right?
Yeah, I like it.
And Street Fighter in a so bad as good way I could watch. I could watch Street Fighter. Um, but then around there, that's when lies some troubles. Like he did Double Team, which I can never get into. Knockoff. But he did Universal Soldier Return. That's a film that when I first saw it, I didn't like it back in the day. But then, thanks to you, I revisited it. And plus, thanks to Universal Soldier shit generation, I warmed up to it. Now I love Universal Soldier Returns, one of my favorites of his and whatnot. The Order is a good one and such. He's got some more decent track record. Maybe not a lot of his films from the straight to video days were the best and everything like
For a
that.
couple.
A couple, not ones there and such. Like after Expendables 2, really, he was decent in Enemies Closer as the villain. I just felt that the problem with that film is you needed better actors or stronger actors to go up against him. That's what lies the problem.
Yeah.
Like Orlando Jones, he's great. This other guy, Tom Everett Scott, no. I mean, his acting isn't bad, but just no. I don't buy him. Granted, Van Damme kicks his ass, Van Damme is fun as
Yeah.
the villain. We're gonna kill this guy, and then we kill this other guy, and we go, and then we gotta go.
It's
And then
better
he's
than
having
what
fun,
like
you know.
Michael Jai White has done recently.
Oh yeah, indeed. Oh, did you see the trailer? The latest trailer for that western? Apparently, I think you're gonna be more. You're gonna
Yeah.
be. This gonna get you a little mad. You know who's in the film as a cameo?
No.
Terrence Hill.
Hmm.
Apparently, he's having a bullshit slap match with Terrence Hill because I guess this may be what he's trying to go for. Maybe that's why the film's PG-13. He wants to make his version of They Call Me Trinity or Blazing Saddles. I think that's what he's trying to go for.
Mm.
Good. Plus, he's loading the film with a bunch of cameos. But I saw, so oh shit! I wonder how Matt's gonna feel about this. Terrence Hill, and he's doing a slap thing with Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White keeps smacking him. So, oh
That's
no,
ridiculous.
Terrence, that's your boy, Terrence Hill, him and Bud Spencer. Like, oh no. So I think that's why it's
That
PG-13.
sucks.
That's why he's trying to be. You even have a scene in the trailer where someone punches a horse, like Blazing Saddles,
Yeah.
and the slap type of stuff, fighting, the stuff like that. Almost with you speed up the camera because he wants to be, They Call Me Trinity and such. I know you're a fan of that film, which I haven't seen that yet
Yeah.
and such. But I saw that. Oh shit! I wonder what Matt thinks about that. Wow.
Well,
So
I
that's
didn't
why it's
see the trailer,
PG-13.
but
That's why it's PG-13. That's why it's not
mm,
as crude as the Black Dynamo, which we both love. He wants to be that. That's what he's trying to do. He wants to do
great.
that. Good. Oh yeah. So the Lost Boys to Thirst. On both of us or
Yeah,
just you?
the Lost Boys. It could be for both of us. Lost Boys 3,
Is the
pretty
real
good.
two?
Pretty good
It's
direct-to-video
the real.
film.
To me, it's the real Lost Boys 2. I will say that. I always loved the
Yeah,
film.
it's
Yeah.
as
Very
much as I don't
underrated.
like Corey Feldman as a person.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't like Corey Feldman as a person, but he's good in the film
Yeah.
for what he needs to do. It's more of his story. It's I like the bit with the wannabe Twilight kind of comparisons.
Yeah.
Like this author, was it an author?
Yeah.
Someone who was like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a girl that or whatnot that who's a author who writes these books that are like Twilight and whatnot. They don't call it Twilight, but basically that's what it is. Kissy vampires and glitter and everything like that. I thought she did a good job in the role. I didn't mind the girl who plays the love interest of Edgar Frog. I didn't mind seeing Jameson Newlander. It was nice to see him there and such. I like the little kind of old they take to Sam, to Corey Haim's character. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
I even like the music
Mhm.
that's in there, the new rendition of "Cry Little Sister." I know you're not that big on it because I know it was in the Tribe. The Tribe to me is a disgrace. I saw the Tribe. It's a remake of fucking the classic film, their first film and such.
Yeah.
I thought this is the real sequel. We were gonna get another one, but apparently when that film came out, all the backlash it caught, no one liked it and such, which was too bad. 'Cause I know the way the movie ended, which I don't want to spoil it, so it's giving a hint at werewolves, which I would have been interesting to see the Frog Brothers dealing with that. But hey,
So you did spoil it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
werewolves.
It's a hint at it. I didn't say it was going to go into it. It's a hint at it, such and everything. Maybe I fucked it up anyway. I get fucked up sometimes. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good direct-to-video film. I thought it was competently made. I thought the action scenes were decent for his low budget. And like I said, it didn't feel like a carbon copy of the first film, which is one of the many issues the second film had.
Yeah.
It was telling his own story, try to have a little bit of I wouldn't say a too different take on vampires, but it was doing its own thing. And like I said, for a direct-to-video film, it was a decent time. So I haven't seen him forever, but
yeah, very, very underrated. I really enjoy it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, very well done movie and such. Wow.
But oh yes, of course, you also mentioned yes, rest in peace to not only Paul Rubens but William Friedkin. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to both of them.
Awesome. Yeah, I was talking when Matt told me that we lost William Freakin. I found it very ironic in a strange way because this year the new Exorcist film and whatnot
Hmm.
and such. And rest in peace to Paul Rubens, like you said, Pee Wee Herman himself. Seemed like he was a very nice guy and such. And what I was
Hmm.
watching a lot of interviews with him. He told a nice story, a crazy story of how he got involved with Cheech and Chong and such. Because I think
Hmm.
they knew them, and Paul Rubens was part of course, the Groundlings, that the improv actor group he was part of. Him and Cassandra Peterson, who be Elvira, and how they would come in there, hang out with them, see them working. They go, look at that! Universal paid us all this money to do a movie, and we got no script. And they're laughing, and they don't know what to do. They got all this money, we got no script. So the Groundlings came in and they could improv, and they didn't get paid no money for it. All they wanted was just to be in the movie and such, and whatnot. I know Paul Rubens he did two movies with them, of course, Nice Dreams and Next Movie, which I love. Nice Dreams is my favorite, and he was supposed to do the Corsican Brothers with them, but then Paul Rubens' agent had to tell him, "Look, come on, you did two of their movies already. Oh, but I want to go to France." And the agent told him, "Then just go to France. Don't go to France just for a movie." It made sense, Then he went to France without going in the movie and such and everything. But he seemed like a very nice guy. I know over the years there have always been rumors circulating about him, but it's funny, all those rumors disappeared now. It's kind of like the Michael Jackson thing. Like Michael Jackson passed away, and no one brought up anything because there was always that talk about he had porn collections of some people underage or some shit, which I don't know if it was ever proven or not. But all those
No,
accusations,
I
I
never
don't
heard
know.
of that.
I know there was one story I heard about that, but it was never proven and such. The
Mm.
one question I would love to ask and such, I don't know if you'd be nice enough to answer it, but why did you go to the theater? You're a man. You got all this money from Pee Wee's Playhouse and the movies, and like, you don't own a VCR. A VCR. You probably have a home theater at your home. Why did you go to a theater? Don't go to a theater for that. My goodness. Wow. But at least he had a little bit of a sense of humor about it. I'd never been once photographed out of character, except one time. And everybody laughed because they know why, the mugshot picture and whatnot and such and everything. Wow. But we seem like a nice guy. May he rest in peace and such. And also.
Yeah, may he rest in peace, as well as William Friedkin. I figure if someone asked, this would be my favorite William
Oh,
Friedkin film.
a very underrated film. Yes, mine's too. Mine's too.
S- Yeah, saw this in the theater, had a good time in it,
Yeah.
and finally got a Blu-ray from Paramount. Took forever.
No
Uh,
features, right?
well, there's a few commentary by the director, making it from back to the day on the film.
Yeah.
So
That's
nothing new, but
okay. That's too bad though. It'd be nice
a
if
little bit.
they had a little bit of interviews with Benicio del Toro at least. I don't think Tommy Lee Jones would sit down and talk about the films. He doesn't do that stuff. But Benicio, I think, would talk
Hmm.
about it though. It's one of his better roles. That movie is a great example of how First Blood would have been.
Yeah, the novel
The novel,
turned to a
yes.
movie.
Yeah, pretty much. And funny enough, both of them were close to decades of somewhat 20 years apart because First Blood was 82, and of course this film was 2003, what you can say almost 2002 and whatnot. I think that was the movie where I probably heard that song from Johnny Cash, "When the Man Comes Around." I think between that movie and of course Dawn of the Dead remake and such. I love to live and die in LA. I mean, it has its thing, but to me, To Live and Die in LA, that's how Miami Vice film would have looked like in the 80s. If they did Miami Vice movie in the 80s and such and everything, great soundtrack, great look, great car chase. The French Connection, I can never get into. I have yet to see the second film. I remember seeing clips of the second film. Gene Hackman does a wonderful job and such. Oh, did you see that trailer I sent you? Apparently, Gene Hackman during the early
Oh
80s.
yeah, Eureka.
Yeah, have you ever seen that one or heard of it?
Mm-mm.
It's a interesting
Vaguely
movie.
heard of it, but
Yeah, but the
never
cast is
seen it.
crazy though. Like Gene Hackman's in a movie with Rector Howler and Mickey Rourke and Joe Pesci.
Hmm.
Okay, I mean I don't know about the story and
Yeah.
whatnot. Wow, stuff.
But see, let's see. Looking at the chat, people are talking about the Hunted. People are talking about Sorcerer. Um,
I like the music
I
for
don't know.
Sorcerers. I know that music was used on the trailers for Mad Max and the Warriors. The music from
Yeah,
the Sorcerer's good by Tangerine
not big
Dream.
on the. I'm not big on the ending of Sorcerer. I think it hurts the film quite a bit.
Yeah,
That's just me.
I mean I seen clips of the ending, so this wasn't. It's like nah. That's it.
I don't like that. Of all the hard work he goes through, then he just you don't see it, but more likely he's going to die at the end. I know it's 70s. They're always grim. Well, not
Yeah,
all, but a lot of them are grim.
yeah,
But I'm an 80s 90s guy.
yeah.
So
I think that's one of the reasons Quentin Tarantino loves the '70s a lot. I like that we don't have a squeaky clean good guy. Well, that's your thing, Quentin. But so I like to have someone to root for, someone to like. You know, everything
quality of movie is shit.
hasn't been
uh,
that great. Hasn't been that great. It's very. I can name
no,
probably 5 films from last year that probably were miles better. Like the Batman, like
Day Shift.
Day Shift was great and such. Many other
I like
movies.
the Gray Man.
Gray Man, of course. Which I heard that Ryan Gosling, he's actually working with David Leitch. He's doing a film adaptation of the TV series The Fall Guy
Hmm.
and such, where he's a stuntman who's, I guess, a bounty hunter or he's set up for something. He's got to use his skill. But I'm thinking, didn't he do that? Didn't he play a stuntman already in a movie that we both know and love?
Drive. Yeah.
He played a stuntman here.
Well, I guess maybe this will be since that director more fighting, more John Wick type of nobody
Yeah,
type of fighting.
probably. It's David Leitch, so maybe more likely and such.
But
So
as for the question this year, I can name a couple films I don't mind. Extraction 2, I liked.
I still have to see that one. I liked that
Uh,
other one. What was it Cecil? I liked the Cecil. Cecil was good. It could have been
Sisu,
better.
yeah, I didn't
Ce-
mind Sisu.
Cecil, yeah, I didn't mind Cecil and such.
Uh,
Mario Brothers movie
I
was
didn't.
okay. It was not bad.
Yeah, the Mario Bros. Movie, it was okay. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind Renfield for what it was,
Another one I gotta
except
see.
for Aquafina.
Yeah, the only Aquafina should be the water. That's about it.
Exactly. But yeah, it has not been that great of a year.
Yeah,
And I mean, TMNT, New Mayhem, The Maid 2, a new Wonka film, Exorcist, I Want to Believe, uh, Saw 10.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. It's shit, man.
Yeah, yeah. We were just mentioning. I mentioned I was watching the film in certain Pirates of the Sea with Johnny Depp. I'll put it that way. I I stopped when they're talking about how much Splinter's ass smells, and does it smell like Doritos and cheese? I'm like, people like this shit. I have no fucking clue why. You can like whatever the hell movie you want. I'm not your parent. I'm not your guardian. I know I'm old enough, and you're old enough, but people want to love teenage talk of getting milked and fucking puking and we go to prom. I don't give a fuck about you go to prom. I want to hear about you got what's the next sequel? 16 and pregnant, turtle style. I don't
Probably,
give a shit.
probably, or
So
not.
fuck
Maybe the
that shit.
turtles doing a podcast. Them talking about shit, ass, and shit. That's pretty much what it'll be. The turtles
Them in a Call
podcast.
of Duty lobby.
Probably.
Them in a Call of Duty lobby calling people maggots starting with F.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty
go to
much.
there you go, go to Call of Duty lobby. You'll see how teenagers talk.
There you go. Crazy.
Fuck you, fucking piece of shit, fuck you. Doesn't mean I want to see that with the turtles. God
Yeah.
forbid. But I'm crazy. I'm just too old. I
Yeah.
just don't get it.
Well,
This is how
Matt.
teenagers talk. Yeah, annoying dipshits.
Well, I guess we could both say you're getting too old for this shit. That's it. That's like Murtaugh.
But
We're
yeah,
both getting too old for this shit. That's it. That's
it's
it.
real thin.
Yeah,
It's
it's
real
thin.
thin.
It's anorexic and bulimia. I'm telling you, it is. Oh God. Oh yeah, I did see a trailer for a movie, but I have a feeling I'm gonna predict what the ending is gonna be. It's a film, a road thriller, I guess, called The Passenger.
No, I never heard of it.
But it stars a very familiar name we recognize, Kyle Gollner, who was in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I think he had a small part in that Scream 5 and such. He's totally unrecognizable now. Of course, he's much older. That it's him and this kid or this guy who's very weak. And Kyle Gollner kills people on behalf of this guy, but he's got him hostage or somewhat forcing him on this journey of whatever, everybody being killed. And I have a feeling it's gonna be a Fight Club type of shit. That's how I have a feeling. It's gonna be one of those type of things. This guy is so out of it, and he invents this guy. I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those type of endings. If it's not, then I'll be shocked. But I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those things. Because I heard Kyle Gollner's not a bad actor. He's probably the best thing that was in that fucking 2010 atrocity and whatnot. Queen King. Fucking bullshit movie. Well, so how's the chat?
So I have to keep it just people keep it shit. For people who love Mutant Mayhem so much, I want them all the stuff I just said that I described. How do you defend that? How do you defend awful dialogue, constant terrible jokes of puking and milking, going to the fucking prom, going out with mutant cockroaches? How do you defend that? Be my guest. How do you defend it? I don't get it. I don't give a fuck if everybody in the world liked it. Hey, if everybody in the world yesterday decided eating dog shit was good for you, I wouldn't do it. Sorry, I'll stick with Mellow Yellow. I'll stick with my snacks. I don't need to eat dog shit. But it's got 95% on IMDb. I don't give a fuck. Well, yesterday, 95% of the world said eating horse turds is good for your health. Well, I guess I'll be dying quickly because I'll be drinking this shit.
Yeah, that's it. It's just the whole thing, you know. Everybody wants so bad. Everybody's so desperate. Now I know Pet Mediator, he loved Meg too. That's great. That's cool. Good on him.
Yeah, that's fine.
If people love Mutant Mayhem, that's great. No biggie. No harm will come to nobody. Nothing. You live the lives. We live our lives. It's cool. Everything else the same. Kumbaya, whatever. Or mia culpa. I think you always say or whatnot. But it's just that I feel. Oh, by the way, the writers and the actors strike still happening, right? Well, that got settled already.
Yeah, it's happening still.
Okay, and such. So that was just, you know, yeah.
Let AI take over.
Yeah, it hasn't been taken over already. I don't know. Oh God.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of shit, a lot of crazy shit. Oh yeah, we could bring up that whole thing. I know a mutual friend of ours did a revisit video of Prey. Apparently, Prey is getting Emmy nominations now. Which I don't know why. There's nothing in that.
Yeah, I got nominated for Emmy for Best Picture and Best Director, Best Writing. Prey.
Yeah. Hey, Miguel. Hey, Julie.
How?
Gary Blow. I don't know. It's a good question.
Every how?
I don't know.
Every goddamn how?
I know how. I know the answer. I know the answer because it's woke. That's why it's woke. Men are bad. That's why. This girl's she in this time period, she invented parkour. Wow. She invented a special flower that lowers down the temperature of the body, makes everybody cold. Ooh. By an ugly fuckface of a predator. Shit.
How do you take something that brings your body temperature that low, that quick, and it doesn't hurt you at all?
I don't know. Something that writers
But
pull
it's
out of their
best
ass.
writing.
It's brilliant.
Nominated for best writing.
Yeah.
Strips like that. I take
So
a plant. Yeah, there are plants that will mess with it, but that quick in like 30 seconds and there's no side effects?
yeah,
But best
apparently
writing.
best writing. I
Emmy
noticed they didn't give no. I don't
nominated
think.
writing.
I don't think they gave anything to the lead girl, which she don't deserve anyway. You know, being her bug-eyed, or like I said one time when I was talking to you a month ago when we talked about it, she's a $5 or $2 summer glow, trying to be a wannabe River Tam,
And
just
I
staring at
guess
everybody.
Hulu counts as a TV channel now. Says
Well,
Emmy is TV.
of
I
course,
guess.
I guess so. Because if they
People are
count HBO as a channel as the thing, they give Emmy nomination stuff for HBO.
so what about
If they,
Netflix?
Probably the same shit. I would not be surprised because if Hulu got it, I will make that argument. What about Netflix? What about Amazon? They got shows for Amazon and shit. I know somebody in the chat asked about what was it that new show that Peacock did for Twisted Metal?
I did see that, and I also remember you is a good guy. You mentioned when I talked about Prey that you're Native American, you thought it was bullshit. The movie.
There you
I remember
go.
that, Patrick. I remember you.
That's
There were
cool.
there were a couple of people who were Native American when I did like a stream, like the praise sucks, and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck this movie bullshit is. I don't know what people are praising.
Yeah. But was there ever a thing that a flower that they ate that could lower down a body temperature? I've never heard of that. It's like they didn't want to do the mud on the face again. So they said, let's write this shit. It's okay.
Well, how about a girl who's 40 pounds but can do and outmaneuver a predator and do better
Parkour.
than Danny Glover? Yeah,
Parkour.
parkour.
Parkour, what do they call it? Yeah. Yeah.
Better than Arnold and Danny Glover and everybody else combined. And she's
Yeah.
like 40 pounds and she do parkour. I didn't know back in the day Native Americans did parkour shit.
Yeah, me neither.
Man, I
Apparently,
guess that's part of history I
I
didn't
guess
know.
they're trying to say Native Americans invented parkour. As crazy as it sounds, I don't know. Maybe. It's it.
Emmy nominated for writing.
But check it out.
Native
Right?
American
It's also
parkour.
that she cannot handle a tiger. She cannot handle a fucking bear or whatever that animal that was there or whatever some shit, a bunny rabbit she couldn't even handle, right?
Bad
But she
CGI
could,
one.
yeah, bad CGI, right? But she could beat up a Frenchman. She could beat up her tribesmen who try to fuck with her. The only reason they win is because they have to be conniving because they're a man. They sneak attack her. Boom. That's the only reason they win the fight and everything. And then she makes this axe thing, this tomahawk thing with the string, and how she could do it real good.
It's like Scorpion.
Yeah, get over here. It's doing all this shit. Oh yeah, you know what's funny about it? When I looked at Michael's new review for it, right? I had never seen some of the posters he posted. They look fucking hilarious. The posters. You seen the one where she's like this small, going like this, and you see the giant predator fucking face like that? They look
Yeah.
laughable. And another part where she's like a mid jump, and like the predator's
Yep.
looking at her like this. It's weird. It's like, or the stupid thing. And like she's this small. If that's the case, the predator go gulp her right up, and that's it. End of the movie. That's what I started laughing. Those are real posters. God.
And best picture nominee or best TV movie nominee. How the hell they do it?
Well, okay,
But
that's
just
a valid
TV
point,
movie.
Freddy Krueger. I know he made a point there. Okay, you could beat up a Frenchman, okay. But the point is, okay, she could beat up people with no problem, right? But my problem is, how can she could take on this predator in the end, or the frail predator, but she cannot, she wants to be a hunter. She can't take on a tiger. She can't take on a fucking bear. Oh my, you know what I mean? She can't take on it. You're taking on these little things that are
Or the
nothing next to the
fact,
predator,
or like her brother, like Michael said, instead of wishing him, "Hey, I'm glad you're safe."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous. Why does he have to? But you don't even give a shit about your family. Fuck you, lady.
Yeah.
Selfish, fucking whiny ass.
Yeah.
You don't deserve shit.
The only tiny positive I can say about the film is, thankfully, it's not 3 hours long. That's the only thing I can say about it. But that
Thank
doesn't
God.
that doesn't say much, because sadly, Predators and the Predator is not long films either. But that's not saying much.
And also, she can't act.
That's what I'm saying. She's a $2 Summer Glau, a wannabe River Tam from Firefly. That's just, she reminded me of a time with her bug eyes and shit.
I know,
Goodness.
Freddie. She did parkour on the trees, and she took the Predator's arm and literally maneuvered this big honking alien superhuman arm to get where it needs to go. She's able to outpower him in that way. So
Yeah, and
but
she
Arnold
tricked
couldn't
his
do it.
ass too. She tricked his ass with the whole shoulder cannon thing or whatever, because the helmet thing. She made the Predator shoot himself. Oh
It's
wow.
not just outsmarting. She also has to be faster.
Yeah.
She also has to be overpowering. It has to be everything.
Yeah.
I don't think she got hit once, but Arnold got the shit kicked out of him.
Or even Danny Glover. Danny Glover,
And they
he got cut in the face and cut in his belly and such.
But she doesn't even. I don't even think she even got a mark.
No.
So go figure. Sorry, I'm a woman. I can't have a mark on my face.
No. The vagina is power. It's power. The vagina is power. If you have testicles
Maybe
and
that's where the
balls, it's
flower
weak.
came from.
The vagina. There you
That's
go.
where the that's where the flower came from.
The
Out of her
hairy
pussy
flower.
into her mouth. Yeah, the hairy flower. She ate that.
Oh,
But
God.
thank you, EM. Do you think audiences today would find the episode boring or cheesy? I don't want to ask Efrey because you grew up with the show more than me.
Okay.
I liked it, what I saw, but you watched that show. What do you think audiences find that boring today, that type of show? Because it doesn't have the superpowers, the villains.
Sadly, I think it is. I mean, I love the show a lot. I grew up with the show. I mean, I like the idea it's the Hulk dealing in the real world. Because I think if you would have brought in, the Abomination, or you brought in, the leader or any of the villains from the
They
comics,
wouldn't be able to afford it.
They wouldn't be able to afford it. And I think it would go the route of what happened with Linda Carter's Wonder Woman, or what was happening with what happened with Adam West's Batman. It would probably be that silly in a sense. So I like the idea, the great performance by Bill Bixby, and the British music, the lonely guy, like that and such. It's a good, decent episode. I mean, I liked the pacing of the show. I mean, once again, yes, I know the Hulk. Does he have a obstacle he has to fight sometimes? Yes, there's maybe some episode later in the season and whatnot in the later seasons. I know the one everybody brings up is the one where Banner was close to finding a cure, and apparently some guy took the cure and drank it, and he became a Hulk in bad makeup, and then Banner's angry and pissed. No! And then he hulks out, and you see two Hulks going at it. Granted, the other Hulk looks silly because it's a man with but it's Lou Ferrigno going at it with him. Not I'm saying a big spectacular fight, but still. The one episode I always liked it was one from the first season. I wish I remember the name of it. It was a very, very dramatic episode, very good one, where Banner's working as a groundskeeper at a school, elementary school, and as a child he befriends this boy who's getting bruises on his arm, and you find out the kid's a victim of child abuse from his father, and Banner is trying to bring attention to this. And sadly, this was the 70s. There wasn't that much going on. It's a great scene where Banner rescues the kid, and even a good scene in the ending where Banner gets a hold of the Hulk gets a hold of the kid's father and shit, which leads to a good emotional ending and such. That was a good episode. And then there's another episode in which Banner takes something and it fucks him up to a point he becomes like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He becomes evil. And I thought Bill Bixby gave a very intense performance there and such. And everything like that. So there's a lot of good nuggets of stuff in there, good episodes and such. But I agree. Sadly, if you would have showed it to some new person today, unless they're going with an open mind, they would understand, okay, look, this is the 70s, early 80s. This is how the show worked. This is the moving parts of the show. If you're going into the show expecting a big spectacle of action like you would see in this movie right here. You're not getting that for the TV show and such. I know Stan Lee was very proud of the show. Hence why he was a consultant. He was very proud of the show. I know he hated he reportedly hated the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. Because he didn't like the idea they didn't use the origin, the Uncle Ben thing they threw out the window and such. He hated that and such. I don't know how he felt about Rip Brown's Captain America. That's one thing I would like to see I would like to see someone request. Hear your thoughts on the Rip Brown Captain America and such.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the first movie I saw, Rip Brown one, it was okay. The costume is silly because it doesn't fit him, and you can tell he's wearing a big cock piece. Unless that's really Rip Brown, I don't know. And in that case, hey, he's a stud. I don't know, but and everything with the motorcycle and little tiny fucking plastic shields he has and such. And everything. I know somebody agreed that it was a good episode. It was a pretty good episode. I think it was called Child in Need or something or whatnot and everything. Yeah. You see a lot of familiar faces on that show. Very familiar faces. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I know someone asked about 21 Jump Street. Yeah, I grew up with the show. Yeah, I would like to revisit the show though. Very good show. That's why I didn't bother with the movies because I don't think that show's really leads itself for comedy, to be honest. I mean, there were funny moments on the show, to be fair, or silly moments, but I wasn't that big on those episodes and such and everything. But that's the direction they went. But I grew up with the show. Oh, you have a good point there, Mr. D, man. Yes, there's women. But with stuff going on today, with Me Too and all this other shit, like that, sometimes you gotta fall back on the fucking movies.
Well, Mr. D, man, it was a super chat. What the hell do you want me to do? Ignore it? Sorry, Mr. Super Chat. I'll just ignore that he asked a question about the Incredible Hulk. I'll just ignore the shit. Fuck it. He said a super. I'll just ignore the shit. You want me to just ignore it? Fuck's sake. The fuck.
Yeah.
Don't like it? Leave. Yeah. Just leave. Not that hard. You put that little X and you hit it.
I see Freddy Krueger was bringing up over here. Oh, it's a parody of the movies of the show. Well, power to you. If you like the 21, 22 Jump Street, that's cool. Me, I just wasn't my cup of tea. That's all. I know Matt, he had no dog in the fight because he didn't grow up with the show. I'm waiting for the day comes that somebody requests him to check out the show. And so at least the first season. And then after sees the show, then go watch 21, 22 Jump Street. So, but he probably still gonna like it no matter what because he likes the script and such. Everything.
But someone's mentioned like fan cuts whether you want to see. Well, the thing is, the ones I want to see don't exist.
Yeah.
Because you said alternate film cuts, they don't exist. Like the NC-17 version of Predator 2 or the NC-17 version of Cobra. They don't exist. They're long gone. They've been deleted, thrown out of the vault. So those are ones I would want to see, but they're long gone, so there's no way to see
even that cliffhanger one, like there was that work print which is not in great condition and whatnot. That's I really thought they would do something with that because the anniversary passed in June. I know.
Well, if you can't find it, there's no way to clean it up if you can't find it.
That's the only thing. Yeah, that's what it is. They got to find that negative. That's why with that Friday 13th Part 7, they really put the dirt on the coffin with that one. Oh, we can never find the negative. That's why some fan online created the uncut recut and such and everything. I know there was a Die Hard 2 supposedly NC-17 cut and such. Apparently there was a subplot involving John Leguizamo in the film. That his character is supposed to be more prominent in the film. But that ended up on the cutting room floor, part of the NC-17, I guess.
Yes, I know NC-17 was created in 1990, Samuel. I'm saying that as a figure of speech for Cobra. Okay, sorry. The uncut version.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll say that.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry, I'll say the uncut version to make you happy.
Wow.
God damn, man, just fucking.
Take it
I meant
easy,
like
people.
uncut version.
Relax. Take it easy, people. My
Fucking shit.
goodness. What's going on here? Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. Apparently, on a side note, I see some people talking about The Rock and Cena and whatnot. On a side note, Pee Wee Herman did something with The Rock on a wrestling thing, which I found. There's a thing there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess Pee Wee Herman was supposed to be a Cena fan, and he confronts The Rock, and
Mm,
The Rock takes a liking to him and whatnot. I think that was in
mm.
the thing when Mean Gene was there or something. I don't know. Listen, that was interesting to see Dwayne Johnson with Pee Wee Herman. I thought that was interesting and such. I saw a clip of that. Oh shit! I didn't
Mm.
realize he popped up there. That's cool. Yeah. Wow.
I don't give a shit about wrestling today, and I don't give a fuck what happened at SummerSlam. I don't
Mm.
watch the shit anymore for any damn good reason. So I don't care what happened at wrestling today. Rock and Cena, I don't care. One's a shitty actor always. One has become a shitty actor, or at least shitty taste. And The Rock has had shit,
Yeah.
has become shit. I'll say that.
Yeah. Pretty much. He sold out. Pretty much. Hence why he's going back to Fast and Furious, of course. And now he wants to do this live action Moana movie. Of course. Of course.
But yeah,
My
let's
favorite
see.
freaking film, I would say The Hunted and such. It'd be The Hunted and To Live and Die in LA. I like those two films a lot. The
Mm,
Exorcist, I don't know. I can never get into The Exorcist, especially this longer cut that came out in the 2000s. So because Linda Blair's running down the stairs back like a spider. Ooh, okay.
yeah. And let's see, look at the chat, at the scroll up.
I saw a very lackluster Pam Grier movie from the 70s. Very lackluster one. He gave on cable on a Sunday afternoon called Sheba Baby. It's PG, and you feel it's
mm,
PG. I mean, imagine Coffee and Foxy Brown, but light. What's sad about it, who's in the film with her, who plays the love interest and whatnot, but he's not given anything to do. Austin Stoker, Matt, from
mm.
Assault on Precinct 13, he's in the film, and he's not given jack or shit to do, which is too bad. Like, wow. Yeah. So I saw that. I was like, wow, what the fuck?
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, let's see. Let me fire these off real quick. James Wolfe film, The Dead of the Better. Didn't see his fan film. The only last time I saw a film of his was the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, and that was fucking awful. We're both sick of Fast and Furious movies.
Yes, yes, Julie.
Absolutely.
I agree with you 100%. When did you give up on Fast and Furious, Julie? Just by curiosity. Because I gave up really after. I could watch Fast and Furious 6, but I have a feeling it won't hold up that great. But I really had to stop after, I mean, by Furious 7. I thought, like, there is no more mileage to get on this. Fast 5 is not a perfect film, but at least it had an ending. A beautiful ending to me. Yeah, we already know
Well,
that's getting
yeah.
praised. The movie Metal Rock McDonald. Yeah, let me know the Mutant Mayhem getting praised.
I don't give a shit if it gets praised. Ghostbusters 2016 got praised. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they had pussy fart jokes in it. Someone was asked about 70s kung fu. Uh, I'm not getting paid to mention this, but the guy might get a kick out of this. The Fly Ninja One, his subscriber, he wrote this book.
Oh, cool.
So
I remember we talked about that book before. Yeah.
the definitive guide to 70s martial arts films. And if you want to if you ever want to check that book out, maybe you'll get some. What are 70s kung fu films do you know that you like, if you could think of any?
Snake and the Eagle's Shadow. I think that's a very overlooked Jackie Chan movie. Uh, let's see. Snake and the Eagle's Shadow. 70s Kung Fu. I did like Soul Brothers of Kung Fu. I did like that one, a Bruce Exploitation one. There's
So did
another
I.
film. There's another film that guy who's in that film with I think Carl Scott. He did, which I gotta get the name of that movie though. That's gonna bug the hell out of me. that he starred in, which I did like. Carl Scott. He did do a podcast, I believe. Let's
Speaking of
see.
which,
Yeah. Oh, there you go. The career of Carl Scott. Yeah. He did a podcast. You see him now, he probably will recognize the poor guy. But all the time happens to the best of us. What can you do? Let's see. Oh yeah, the name of the movie is A Hard Way to Die, which I know got the title Sun Dragon. That's a decent one.
oh yeah,
I remember that being decent. That was on YouTube. If you're gonna watch them on YouTube, don't watch the ones that has
enjoyed
the Wu-Tang. Oh, it's in there. Okay, cool. Yeah.
it.
I want to read all those letters. Yeah. Let me get my glasses, magnifying glass. I can see all
Yep.
that. Don't watch the one that Wu-Tang uploaded. It's a guy named Wu-Tang. Because for some reason, there's clips missing in some of the fights. I don't know if it's the versions he finds or what. So you try to watch the one that somebody else posts and whatnot. I mean, it's cool that he posts them, but I don't know. Maybe he don't check them when they're finished or something. I don't know. Granted, it's free. I get it. I know it's free and such and everything. But I've seen those films and such. Of course, Enter the Dragon, the Bruce Lee stuff, of course, and everything.
The Man from Hong Kong.
Man from Hong Kong,
Despite
that's
the
a
guy
good
being
one.
a dick.
Yeah. That's it. Johnny Wayne Yu, yeah. Jimmy Wayne Yu is a dick, yeah. Well, he's a triad.
He may
Of course,
be a
he's
dick.
gangster, but
Yeah.
still, you gotta be professional on the set, for God's sakes,
And I would say honestly, for me, some of the Exploitation films are pretty fun.
Oh yeah, Enter the Game of
The
Death
Game
was
of
pretty
Death.
good. Yeah. I know Game of Death 2 is on that box set that Arrow doing for Bruce Lee. That's in there, oddly enough.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Except the beginning, but after the beginning, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. I like
and they're doing a documentary on the Exploitation.
Oh, they are? That's cool. That's
There's
great.
a trailer.
Oh, I gotta look up
Enter
that
the
trailer.
Clones of Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's
and they interview a lot of the people.
Oh.
The people who were Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, they interview them.
Oh, they're still running around, some of them? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Called Enter the Clones of Bruce Lee.
Okay. I'm gonna step up
because apparently what will happen is when that gets released, they don't put some of the Bruceploitation films on Blu-ray as well, like Enter the Game of Death. So, like a box set. So, and the Clones of Bruce Lee, which has Bolo Yun in it.
I did not mind that other one, as weird as it was. What was that one?
The Dragon Lives Again?
Yeah, with the one that Bruce Lee teamed up with Popeye. Which is stupid. And then there's like Emmanuel, and he cursed out Emmanuel or something, and
they fight Dracula.
Dracula, and I showed up to my uncle. My uncle just started laughing, like, "What the fuck is this?" He saw this shit. He's like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Well, it's Bruce Lee Exploitation. They did a lot of those shits and everything." Wow.
Yeah, it is Popeye. The Dragon Lives Again. The plot is Bruce Lee has passed away. He's in the underworld, and when he wakes up, he has to fight Dracula, and he's fighting like the man with no name, a guy who's like James Bond. Popeye's one of his allies. Emmanuel kind of tries to seduce him. And was it mummies or skeleton men or like someone with Dracula? It was like some weird.
It's something that looks weird. I think it's mummies. They look like mummies.
Yeah, mummies.
Yeah, it's like something you would see out of a fucking Power Rangers shit or something. But it's crazy. It's a plot that you will never see that done today. If you do, guarantee his daughter will be pissed. I know that. His daughter, what? Shannon Lee will pass a kidney stone. She finds out they do shit. Oh, look, John, Zero Cool's here. Hey, Johnny, what's up?
Hey. Yeah, it can suck Splinter's smelly ass, I guess. Since they
with Doritos. Doritos ass, yeah.
Doritos and cheese ass, yeah.
Yeah. I am still dumbfounded they didn't put weed in there, knowing Seth Rogen. I agree, Mr. D, man. They should have stopped after he died. That's it. But Vin Diesel's greedy. He can't tell Universal no, because Vin Diesel ain't got shit going on. That's what it is. He wants to do a third Riddick film. Yeah. I don't know why. Because he has the rights to Riddick, funny enough.
Fourth. What
do you mean?
Fourth Riddick.
He wants to do a fourth Riddick. My mistake. Yeah, fourth Riddick film. Well, exactly. I get fucked up,
Fourth.
But thank you, though. Fourth
Yeah.
film. But he wants to do another Riddick film, a fourth one. But nobody saw the third film. I guess maybe because they made back some money on Blu-ray. But if that's the case, if they want to play that rule, then where's this movie? Eh? Where's the sequel to this? Eh? But then they
It
do it now.
bombed.
I know, but they made back its money on Blu-ray and VODs. But no, we don't get this. If they do it now, they probably fuck it up. I bet you they make Dredd a loser, and Judge Hershey will take over the movie and everything, and it'll be all fucked up. Everything be all fucked up, like everything else is.
Uh, no, we don't like Battlefield Earth. That's a terrible movie. Have not seen Legend of the Seven Vampires. I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Did you hear that story I was talking to you about one time on a message that apparently Leah Remini, she did a Joe Rogan interview and she talked about
Yeah, I saw
Scientology.
that.
Yeah, right?
I saw it before.
Yeah.
That about Tom Cruise
Yeah,
and
and about how the whole
Scientology.
Scientology stuff and all that crazy stuff, how it works and
You
everything like
pretty much
that.
you pretty much have slaves.
Yeah.
That's what.
And the weird thing about it, that's real fucked up about it, they pretty much rat on each other, make reports on each other. And Leah
Yeah.
Remini did one on Tom Cruise and John Travolta. And then Joe Rogan asked, but what did you write them up about? And Leah Remini being a little smart ass funny. Well, I wrote up Tom for jumping on a couch on Oprah, and I wrote up John Travolta for that shitty movie Battlefield Earth. For making that shitty movie and everything. Wow, I thought that was pretty funny and everything.
And again, I'm just looking through the chat. Batman vs. TMNT movie. I mean, it's better than what I saw in this movie. I'll give it that. Although I do have issues with it. No, Splinter's not gay in the new film. It's a female mutant cockroach. That still doesn't make it better. It's still a fucking stupid idea. But it is they do reference that it's a female.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a stupid fucking shitty idea. Stupid fucking dumb shit.
Wow.
Air Force One, great movie. Ray Williams Johnson, never heard of him. Sorry.
Neopunk, it's one of my favorites
Streets of
growing up.
Fire.
I know Matt's not big on it, but I do enjoy the film for what it is. Streets of Fire. I do like the Shout Factory treatment it got and such and everything. I don't know if that Blu-ray is still in print and everything, but I do enjoy the film and such. That's another film.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say right now. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. That was
Okay.
another film.
Oh yeah, no, I did see what was I was saying now? Yeah, Streets of Fire. I mean, that's another film that I don't know if people today would relate to or get, because they'd be like, it's action, but it's held back by a PG rating. Why is it PG? And such. The music, I don't know. When does the movie take place? Is it really in the past or not in the past? I don't get it. So that's a movie I know is going to be a hard sell for anyone to try to give a chance to today. But once again, if anyone goes in with an open mind, and such, anything can happen. Remember, I'm one of the very few people on planet Earth. On planet Earth. I know Matt's going to laugh when I show this. I think he got me this, funny enough, that I do enjoy this film. The only fucking person on planet Earth, me and one guy from Tijuana. That's about it. That's it.
Future Kill.
Yeah.
For those who didn't say, it's a film called Future Kill.
Yeah, from 1985, which no one likes. And such. Is it immaculate? No, but I still like it for what it is. No Blu-ray of that, of course.
Good.
Yeah, I know. You see, yeah. I want to do a request one day on that. You sit through that fucking film again and whatnot. I guarantee you, it's not gonna get you as mad as it did before. I don't think it's gonna get you as mad because you've seen worse. You've seen a lot worse. You know that.
That's true.
You've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, that's probably true. I did see. I have seen a lot worse.
I'm not saying you're gonna love it, but you're like,
yeah. Probably right about that.
Yeah, you might laugh at it. I don't know.
He mentioned, he mentioned William Friedkin. We had mentioned him. I guess there's a documentary about the making of The Exorcist called Leap of Faith. Never heard of it. That's cool. I mean, I'm not big on the film, but I like documentaries.
Yeah.
For I understand, the making of the film is more interesting, it seems like. But yeah, we mentioned we both enjoyed this film, The Hunted. I also like Jade. especially the director's cut. David Caruso, Michael
I
Biehn.
gotta give that film another shot one day. I do. Yeah.
I prefer director's cut because it actually has the full ending, where
Okay.
David Caruso gets a little bit moment to shine.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I do think West Page Dime is underrated. I don't
It
know
is.
why nowadays people hate the film now. I don't understand it.
Because they want that newer Blumhouse film. Because Robert Englund might come back as Freddy in a bad makeup like he did in that Goldberg's episode. I seen the makeup of that. He looked terrible in that makeup. That was a terrible job. Like someone took pizza and threw it on his head and such. They want that type of money. That's what it is. Everybody was like, we want a new but the same. Like the Cheech and Chong thing. We want a new but the same. Some shit. But hey, power to them. People looking forward to that. I love New Nightmare. I think it's one of Wes Craven's most overlooked films. I mean, I will admit, back in the day, I saw the film years later, back in the mid 2000s on IFC channel, because I didn't understand what the trailer meant. When I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, is he back? But he's not really back. Wait a minute, I don't get this. You know, it was confusing. I think even Joe Blow, when they talked about it recently, it came up on an episode of one of the horror things they do. They mentioned that, and they said it back in the day when people commercial, they didn't know how to market it and such, even though it made money and such. And I think critics actually liked it for what it was. Yes, I agree. There's some CGI that doesn't hold up the best. I will admit that and such.
And yeah, John, we didn't mention Sorcerer. I wasn't big on the ending, but we both liked the music.
Yeah, it was used in the trailers for the Warriors and Mad Max. As a matter of fact, the same music from Sorcerer.
Real randomly, I know this is random. Someone mentioned, they're doing that new Mortal Kombat sequel with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage.
Really? So I thought they were gonna go with the Miz.
Nah, apparently Carl Urban.
I mean, he's a good actor.
I'd rather see Dread too, but
I mean, what about that Johnny Cage animated film? I think it's out already.
It's coming in a few months.
Oh, it's not out yet? I thought I was gonna try to see if I can find it to rent.
Actually, I don't know when it's out, so
yeah.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
But I was gonna mention, apparently I read somewhere that the Mortal Kombat Annihilation, if you remember that movie.
Yeah.
Apparently that was the one that was released.
Yeah.
Was a rough cut.
Okay.
To supposedly they showed the film and they say it got such a good rating for people. The studio said, we don't need to fix this up. We don't need to fix these effects up. We'll just release it.
So that's the full-on movie then? Really? Wow.
That's what was said. Apparently, some guy talked to the director, and apparently, that film, what you see is a rough cut, not Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's why the effects are so bad. And the studio said, well, we got such a good reception. Maybe they invited fans, and it's like, oh, I get to see this guy, and I get to see this guy. So then they just gave it thumbs up, thinking it would get better. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe it could be one of those things. It's just a sample. We're gonna fix it. No, they're not.
Apparently, what you see is like a work print. The finished product they didn't fix it. I don't know if fixing it would save the movie, but
it would be glorious. Of course. I don't know if I should bring this up, but it's been popping up all over the internet. I don't know what your 2 cents are on this or what the people in the chat think about this. What are your thoughts of this whole Sound of Freedom thing?
I haven't seen
Mel
it.
Gibson. Mel Gibson is going after Oprah, and now Denzel's taking Mel Gibson. I'll say one thing: Mel Gibson's in a positive light now. That's one positive about it.
Yeah, Mel Gibson. He's producing the film, right?
I think so. Yeah, that he says because it's something about the plot centers around human trafficking that has to do with Hollywood execs, and apparently the movie made money, but there's no way to find it to watch. That some people behind the scenes might be trying to sabotage the film from being released. How Denzel gave his 2 cents and whatnot, and and everything, and people going after Oprah and such because Oprah was friends with somebody who was connected with some shit. Or I don't know. I was just curious what you guys in the chat think about it, or what you think about it, though.
So is Denzel after Mel or he was for Mel?
He was for Mel. Basically, he was like
Oh.
talking against Oprah and such that the movie should be released.
What did Oprah do?
Because something about Oprah is trying to hide the film, or something about a camp that she was in charge of in
It's Oprah
South
Winfrey.
Africa.
She's full of shit.
That she was in
She's
charge of, or she's connected with, has girls going in there, and there's some shady shit going on in there, and Oprah knows about it. Yeah, no, she's full of shit.
Never trust Oprah. She's always been full of shit.
Deep stuff of the show.
It's like when she fucked over Michael Jackson, where she pretended to be his friend and then turned around and stabbed him in the back with, "Oh yeah, yo, Michael's innocent, this and that," and then she's the one that really allowed all those folks to that stupid documentary, Finding Neverland.
Of course.
Which was full of bullshit lies.
Yeah.
But, Oprah was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. See, that's what the one of the things, with Jeffrey Epstein, yeah. And everything.
And she defended Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. So a lot of other stuff coming out about Oprah. Yeah. And everything like that. So I just thought it was interesting to bring that up to see what you guys thought and everything like that. And everything, yeah. I don't know if you ever gonna get a request for the film.
Whether fat Oprah or thin Oprah, don't trust either one.
That's it.
Or somebody say maybe she got replaced. Maybe when she got thinner, she got replaced, and it's not the same Oprah.
Maybe
the fat Oprah was the real one.
It might be like Men in Black. On the first movie, you had that little alien that took over the body, and that took over the body. Yeah. They opened up the face, and it's an alien control. Maybe it's one of those or something. Or she's
Elvis is not dead. He just went home.
Yeah, or he's a doppelganger or some shit. I don't know, her and everything. But I thought it would be an interesting thing to bring up and everything.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think they're hiding? What do you think of Hollywood?
I think they're all full of shit. I think some of them are seriously fucked in the head. Powers that be.
Like
look at the material. I don't know if I could name a specific person and such. Because is there one Mr. Big or Miss Big? I mean, I would target Kathleen Kennedy just because and such. And then they were fucked up about it. Corey Feldman was put 2 cents. They said, "Shut the fuck up, Corey Feldman. Get out of the conversation." Because Corey Feldman was like, "Oh, let me talk about this." No, shut up, mind your business. Let Mel Gibson do his thing. But the one positive about that, Mel Gibson, people are rallying on Mel's side, though, which I thought was cool. After all these years, people are actually, like, okay, even Denzel, like, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And I'll be curious just to find out if you ever get requested for the film and you ever see it, if it's one of those movies that if you don't like it, if people are gonna get mad and go, "You're Team Oprah." I wonder if they're gonna pull that shit or something. And everything like that because they got some box office. But
it doesn't seem like a bad film.
Yeah, Jim Caviezel's your lead. It's not like we haven't seen Jim Caviezel in a long time. So, and everything based on a true story. Apparently, there's an interview somewhere or some podcast, I guess, with Jim Caviezel and the real guy he plays in the movie, or in a conversation together and whatnot. But I thought it was interesting though. Like, wow, the Hollywood execs are keeping marketing away from this movie, even though it made money. It made money, funny enough. But I don't know how, but it made money and such. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, Hollywood's always been full of it. Yeah, JW. Yeah, Brian Peck for Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, Pecker.
Still continued to work with.
Yeah.
Still continued to work with kids in Nickelodeon even after people knew what he did. Go figure. Because that doesn't matter, I guess.
No, I haven't seen that yet. Premediator. That movie that you talked about with Mel Gibson, that he's a DJ on a radio. And so I didn't see that one yet, but I did see Matt's review on it and stuff.
Yeah, I know you weren't interested based on the ending.
Yeah,
on the line.
Let's see. One of the executives that distributed the film was accused of child kidnapping. Wow, that's crazy. If you hate it, you're a liberal. If you love it, yeah. If you love it, you're a far right wacko. Well, I guess that'll be a decision when you get if you ever get requested for that. Do you really want to take
I
that
guess
plunge?
so.
Yeah. You're like,
I
nah,
guess
I'd
so.
rather watch Avatar 2 instead. Fuck this. No one has
Nah, I
requested
still rather watch it
Wakanda.
than Avatar 2.
Wakanda Forever yet? Wow. Or that's the one you're turning down. You're like, oh fuck this. I don't want no problem with Wakanda.
Black
Shit.
Panther 2 and Avatar 2? No, I have not seen either of those
Yeah. I'm sure they
3-hour movies.
I'm sure they probably sent you so be like, nah, I don't want to deal with that shit. Fuck this. Oh man.
Only if it was a bid request, because I have no. 3 hours is a long time, and I have zero interest in either
Hmm.
movies.
Wow.
Isn't it funny how Avatar 2 is so beloved, but I don't hear anyone ever talk about the movie?
I know.
Interesting.
And then it's already on cable already. You would think if it's that beloved, wouldn't it still be in the theater? No, it's already on cable. And I've been avoiding it a bunch of times, like an STD.
But to be honest, nothing lasts in theaters anymore,
It
just like
doesn't.
your theaters.
It doesn't. I think what it is, they're trying to they're trying to get money back on the back end from VOD and streaming. That's what I think. Honestly, I think that's what it is.
Hmm.
I said we have it in theater, okay. We're not making money. Let's try to VOD the streaming, and then that's how they make the money back. You know?
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's
Are there
what it
any
is.
films you look forward to? Any
Wow.
films you look forward to?
Any films? It's a tough one. Because it's hard to be motivated about anything. Like, remember there was a time I was optimistic. Remember that, Matt? Now I've become pessimistic. I know it's hard. I was looking forward to John Wick 4, and then I saw it and like, what the fuck is this? God,
Hmm.
amazing. I'm happy that Indy 5 bombed. It deserved to bomb. I've seen clips of that shitty Dickface Miller Flash movie. That looked like complete dog shit. I do feel sorry for Supergirl in the movie from the clips I've seen. Because I think she deserves a better movie and such. Sadly, she's never going to get it,
Yeah.
you know, and
Well,
everything.
by the end, you don't even know which future she went back to, or did she go back to her being captured, or did she go back to her trying to fight Zod and dying? So either way, she loses, and that's never brought up because the script's too stupid to bring that up.
Yeah. At least,
Too
at least,
fucking dumb.
at least with Flashpoint, with the animated film, there is an ending. There is a very good ending there. That's why I still say,
Yeah.
that's the definitive story of what they were trying to do, but failing. That's what it is. Because they want to be like Marvel. Want to be like Marvel. It's all bullshit. No.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised. I really do. I want to see something that surprises me, and one that actually like, wow, it might be good, really, and such, and everything. I seen
And
30 Days a Night
yeah,
years ago. I remember it being okay. I just wish that the human characters got the kicks from vampire ass. It seemed like they got their ass kicked a big chunk of the fucking movie though. That's one problem I had with 30 Days a Night. You know, I didn't mind Josh
well,
Hartnett in it. Ben Foster, he stole the show as he always does, and everything. What you were saying?
Freddie, I mean, it doesn't matter what the original cut of the film was, because that's not the version they showed of the Flash. They showed a really shitty version, so I can't judge it when they didn't show that. So they showed a shitty ending because, well, we don't know if we want Michael Keaton around anymore because of whatever. Well, that's not my fault and that's not my problem. Still a shitty movie. And yes, I have seen the 2003 Willard film. I saw it in theaters. I thought I didn't mind it. I thought Crispin Glover did a good job,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it
I mean,
for
same
what it
here.
was.
I saw it on DVD back in the day as a rental. I thought he did a wonderful job. I did see years later the original Willard with Bruce Davidson. It was okay. I would say I like Ben more, the sequel Ben with the Jackson 5 music and such. I thought that was a more heartfelt
Mhm.
story and such and everything. Wow.
And I mean, it's the movie's fault for having babies in microwaves. The
Yeah,
Flash.
exactly. Can't be
You
forgiven.
said you saw that scene.
I saw
What
that
was
scene
your
like,
reaction seeing that scene?
I went, this sucks balls, man. This is not the Flash. This is not the same Flash I grew up with.
People
That's
go,
not that,
why? People may
because
ask
it's
why.
shit. This guy, I don't know. It's just I don't like the way he moves. I don't like his character. He's awkward. He's a shitty actor. I didn't like the Snyder cut of Justice League. I didn't like Josh Whedon's cut of Justice League because I felt
Mm-hmm.
we got a Justice League film that wasn't earned. We got a Batman
Mm-hmm.
versus Superman film that wasn't earned. That's why I gotta admit,
Mm-hmm.
MCU, when they started building it, they built. They gave us 2 Captain America films. They gave us 2 Avenger films. They gave us an Incredible
Mm-hmm.
Hulk film. Yes, they gave us Iron Man sequels, which were not that great, in my opinion. I know you like the second one, but I didn't, or the third one. So they build it.
Well, I
Everything
didn't like the
Thor.
third one.
What? Yeah.
I didn't like Iron Man 3.
I know. You said I know you liked the second one. I didn't like. I didn't like
Okay.
the.
Well, you said, and the third one. I just wanted to clarify. I did not like
Oh,
Iron Man 3.
okay, no problem. I didn't care for 2 or 3, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh, but they build that character. They built Chris Evans, Steve Rogers. What do we know about Henry Cavill Superman besides the first fucking film? You didn't build him. We didn't get a chance to have him be Superman. He's Superman
That's
saving
a film
people
you
doing.
like more than me.
At one
Man of
point,
Steel. That's a film.
I like it just for the spectacle. That's it, just for the
Okay.
explosions and shit. But that's not the definitive Superman movie. I didn't
Mm.
cheer. Okay, I like the one little scene in Zack Snyder's Just League with the music with him fucking up Steppenwolf. Okay, I like that piece, but that's not enough to save the film and
Mm-hmm.
shit. So it just doesn't work and whatnot. Apparently, Henry Cavill might be going to MCU to play Captain Britain. I heard, which is strange,
Hmm.
very strange. They're gonna
Okay.
like, wow, he's gonna jump into another superhero movie. I know he needs a job, but what the fuck, Henry Cavill? My goodness, wow, this crazy
Yeah, we know
shit.
more about the CGI mustache. Exactly.
Yeah, apparently
Uh,
they made Zack Snyder do Batman v Superman because they want to catch up with us. Well, Zack Snyder should have spoke up then, and said something. That's it. But of course, he's Edge Lord. Yeah,
yeah, he's the guy that said if I did Batman, he could maybe get raped in prison. He said that in a review. I mean, a interview. He
yeah.
said the reason he got in the comics
For
by
sex and
Watchmen is
violence.
because there was sex and death.
Yeah,
Which, why then would you have that guy make a Superman movie? I have no idea.
yeah,
Make a Punisher movie if you want to do that.
yeah.
Not fucking Superman.
Or just let him do his Batman film he wanted to do back in the day. He wanted to do Dark Knight Returns. That's one of the reasons Affleck's Batman looks like the Dark Knight from the damn comic books with the gray suit. That's one. Here's an interesting thought I thought about. How would you guys would have felt, and you and of course people in the chat, how would you guys would have felt had they done Dark Knight Returns but using Michael Keaton's Batman instead? Taking the same
That would
storyline, you know?
that would have made more sense than him
Yeah,
being put into a Batgirl that you never don't see or a Flash movie.
yeah. That would make
Where
more
with the
sense, you
finished
know?
with the finished product, he dies, and that's the last time you see him. You see him dying.
Yeah, and then plus the other fight doubles, which I'm sure he used. If Michael Keaton
I
did
mean,
those, then I owe him an apology, but I doubt it. Okay, maybe he did some kicks, some punches. I know a lot of people mentioned that from one clip I saw when he fights one of the Kryptonians with those detonators and whatnot, he's all bloodied
yeah,
up. He did what fucking Henry Cavill's Superman couldn't do. If you think about it, he was able to take on a bunch of Kryptonians with his Batwing. He took on this one Kryptonian one-on-one with his detonators, even though it fucked him up. So he was doing more shit than Henry Cavill did in Man of Steel. If you think about it, but it doesn't matter because he dies in the end.
doesn't
So,
matter.
but I was thinking about that. What if they would have went that direction? Do Dark Knight Returns, but with Michael Keaton's Batman. Imagine him fighting those mutants, motherfuckers, and him giving that line, "I'm a surgeon." if this is the operating table, him fucking up somebody like that with the Keaton eyes and the voice and everything, like Keaton doing that, like wow, that would have been better than Affleck. Sadly, I know the biggest thing people mention about, oh, it's the first time Batman has his reaction thing that they added with CGI now. Like, you know, in the animated cartoons in the 90s, he has that reaction with his mask, his cowl.
Mm-hmm.
They did that with Ben Affleck supposedly with this recent Flash. Like, that mattered.
No, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been better
Yeah.
than what we got. And like it goes back to what someone was saying with how movies are today. There's a reason why a lot of these films are bombing.
People are tired.
There's a
Simple as that. People are just tired. What were you saying? Go on. Sorry.
No, you're right. It just like you look at this year so far. I've seen more than you, but you've seen some as well.
Yeah.
From Stream 6 to Indiana Jones 5 to The Flash
Evil Dead
to
Rise.
I forgot about that movie. Yeah, Evil Dead Rise. See, there's a lot of movies I forget.
I don't
Bo is
blame
Afraid
you.
is a film I saw.
It's a forgettable year. That'll be the
Skinnamarink.
moniker. That'll be the moniker for 2023. The most forgettable year for movies. Apparently, there's a zombie town movie that's based on an R.L. Stein book that's gonna supposedly star Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, but they're not in any of the posters, which is funny. So I'm guaranteed they're glorified cameos.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know it
know.
doesn't look much because Chevy Chase, let's face it, his heyday was in the 80s and whatnot. I know National Lampoon's Vacation had an anniversary that passed, which I still love that film a lot and such and everything. Still a funny movie and everything.
Yeah, we mentioned Barbie and why it's a big hit. I don't know. I
People
don't know
just want
why
to
it
see
made $1
something new.
billion.
That's probably what it is. Maybe they want to see something different, or it's Barbie. Why not? I guarantee now we're gonna see more Margaret Robbie as Barbie. Now I thought maybe the movie would bomb and we'll get a break from Margaret Robbie because she's overexposed. She's overexposed. Mm-hmm. Insidious 5 apparently made a lot of money. Big surprise.
Good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm looking at films of this year. That's what I was going over here. The Flash, Indiana Jones 5, One Ranger, which I was disappointed in with Thomas Jane.
Yeah, that could have been good. I remember seeing your review on that. Yeah.
John Wick 4, I forgot about that already.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Ant-Man 3, You People with Eddie Murphy, which was abysmal.
Yeah, it tells you a lot that the star of the film doesn't do press for the film. So that tells you something right there, because Jonah Hill was nowhere to be found. People want to say, "Oh, he had a mental thing." Nah, he knew the movie sucked probably. He didn't want to say no. He was disappointed how it came together and whatnot. Maybe that's what it was.
Didn't Jonah Hill get canceled recently for something?
For
Can't
what?
remember what.
Like he refused to smoke weed with Seth Rogen?
I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I thought he got into trouble for something recently.
Everybody's getting in trouble one way or another.
Ex-girlfriend's abuse allegations.
Ex-girlfriends?
Ex-girlfriend.
Oh, ex-girlfriend. Also like extra. Like what's that? Doesn't see. Oh, ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Oh, accusations. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know.
I did see a Jonathan Majors movie that came out late last year, but they gave it on cable recently. This movie, World War II, I guess biopic, called Devotion, with him and the guy from Maverick, Glenn Powell. I thought the movie was in one ear, out the other, to be honest. Not that much aerial fights. I I didn't buy the friendship too much between Glenn Powell and Jonathan Majors. I didn't think they worked well off each other and such. I mean, it
Mhm.
wasn't a movie that got me mad, but it's not long of a film. It's a movie that maybe needed to be longer to fill in some gaps and such. But I don't know if anyone's seen that one, Devotion
Mhm.
and whatnot.
But like compared to last year, it's like your Day Shift. I enjoyed. I really
Same
enjoyed
here.
this film called Carter.
Carter was decent. It was
Uh,
okay.
Nope, Bullet Train,
Nope was good. Bullet Train
Beavis
was
and
good.
Butthead do the Beavis and Butthead do the universe,
Very good.
Rescue Rangers,
Yep.
uh, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent,
Very,
The
very overlooked.
Batman.
Yeah, the Batman was great.
Adam Sandler was good in Hustle, and the film was okay. But Adam Sandler gave a good acting performance.
Yeah, he should keep
There's just
doing
much
stuff
more to
like that.
talk about.
He really should keep pursuing stuff like that, you know. I guess Uncut Gems, helped get him in the door and such, that he could do stuff like that. I did see Uncut Gems. It was okay. Not too shabby. It's not a film I want to revisit or own or nothing, but I saw it for his performance. He did a good job there. So,
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but like the film, one of
Creed
the films
3
I liked this year was Creed 3.
is on Amazon Prime. I was thinking about giving it a watch, but I don't know because Michael B.
Yeah, I
Jordan,
understand.
you know. I still haven't seen the
I
second
didn't
one,
think
but I mean, I don't know if I doubt if I have to see the second one to watch the third one because
no,
it's pretty
I
much
didn't
on
think
its
it was
own.
that bad as a standalone movie. I
Okay.
really didn't think Michael B. Jordan was that bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the story of the film. I thought the
Hmm.
guy who played the villain did a good job.
Jonathan
I
Majors.
have issues with I had issues with the music and the nitpicks here and there, but compared to a lot of movies, I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
I liked Creed 3.
Yeah.
For
See,
those who say,
yeah,
yeah,
because
go
Matt,
ahead.
Matt, Matt, Matt doesn't hate everything. You see, he gave it a chance, and the best thing in the world, next to being late, of course, the best thing in the world
Yeah,
is to be surprised,
surprised.
surprised and
Yeah,
proven wrong. If you get surprised, the best feeling in the world. It is. The worst feeling is if you're looking forward to something and you're let down. That's the worst. We're looking forward.
yeah.
We're looking forward to John Wick 4. We saw it. It was shit. It was a parody. That's what it was. And such. I mean, kudos to Scott Adkins because he's in a big box office movie. I don't know what that's gonna do for him because you
Nothing
know
probably. Look at
probably look
Dolph
at
Lundgren
Dolph.
and
Yeah,
Expendable.
yeah. Okay, you were in a big movie and you're still not getting this much budget, Scott. We're sorry. You know, I don't know how his sequel to Accident Man performed. So I know that had a limited
I
run in
don't know.
theater and whatnot. I know he kept saying people gotta go and rent it and buy it. Well, people do rent it and buy it. It's not enough money. What do you want?
Freddie, that's what films are. Films are a selfish experience that you want to enjoy. Why do you care if someone else enjoys a movie? That's what people don't get. That's what films are. When you watch a film, you watch it for your own personal enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
That's every person who watches a film. You watch it to see what is your opinion. I want to be entertained, laugh, scared, or excited.
Yeah,
That's how people in the real world, not critics, this is how people in the real world view movies. And
yeah,
that's how I review movies. That's how most people talk about movies. When you talk with your friends about movies, do you go, I didn't like it, but this was, but no, you talk about whether you liked it or you didn't like it. You thought
yeah.
it rocked or you thought you sucked ass.
There's people that I
That's
know that,
everybody.
that I work with and such that, oh, you didn't see this movie. I go, no, I didn't see it. But it made money. So you don't need my money. It made money. Good on them. Like I remember I used to get a lot of shit when the Saw films and the Paranormal Activity movies were in their heyday. You should see these movies. I go, no. Why? They made so much money. So what? It doesn't need my money if it's making money. Obviously, yes or no. It doesn't need my money if it's making money. Why? It's the same thing like Friday 13th. I'll stick to that. You enjoy all those Paranormal Activity films and Saw films. That's good on you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it as well. They don't need my money. I don't give a fuck how much money it makes. It makes no difference. You can keep making money. I keep my money in my pocket and pay my bills. That's about it. Fuck that. It was like almost like, but it's a hit. You have to like it. No, I don't. I don't have to do nothing. Simple. That's the way it is. Some people think that way and such. But you gotta like it. No, I don't. I don't like nothing.
You don't have to do a damn thing.
I don't do nothing. It's called free will. Exactly, you know? It's like when people got mad at you about Predators back in the day or Universe of Regeneration. But Matt, you gotta like it. It's an ode to the first fucking films. So what? It ain't its own damn movie. It's a fucking clone. That's all it is. A poor copy. And boring. That's it. You're being honest. You're being true to yourself. Because like you said before, if you're not honest, then what's the fuck is the point? Right? So that's all that matters.
Exactly. And since we're doing about 2 hours, I'll go a little bit longer because I usually keep these about 2.5 or so,
Okay.
not too long.
Okay, I mean,
I'm looking at what's coming out this year.
I mean, I got
Yeah, go ahead.
10:27 on my end. I could probably stay on to maybe a little bit after 11, maybe and such. And
Yeah.
that, you know.
So I'm
But
looking at what is coming out this year that we're supposed to look forward to. Effrey, aren't you excited for Blue Beetle? It's Latino, right? George Lopez, Batman the Fascist.
nah. I seen the trailers for it. It seemed like it's trying to be a Marvel film. Like I've seen this movie already, or it's trying to be a sitcom from a fucking show. That's at least that's the impression I'm getting.
Well, it's the impression everybody's getting because apparently it's going to bomb big time.
That's the same thing they said about Barbie, and look what happened to Barbie. When all these trailers came out, they were predicting Barbie was gonna bomb, and then all of a sudden, boom.
This one seems a lot more legit in it bombing, though. So,
really? Wow.
Good. Equalizer 3. I'm not big on the first two.
You think there might be a slim chance it might surprise you, like Creed 3? If they trim out all the fat and keep it actually simple, not to make it 3 hours fucking long, or cut out all the stuff that's in the trailer like they did with the second film. You know,
it'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
This is the last one. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I like Denzel. We both like Denzel as an actor. He's not doing a bad job in the role. It's just I think the movies they need to be trimmed. The fat needs to be trimmed out of them. They're too long. There's shit on the cutting room floor you can leave there, and shit. You know, that's what lies the problem.
Well, this says it's an hour and 40 minutes. So if that's the case, then that's in the right direction.
Hopefully, if that's the case. So now, hopefully, the lines that are in the trailer is in the goddamn film. They didn't fuck it up like they did with the second film and shit and everything.
What was the line in the second film?
Put your fingers like this, like Mr. Spock. That's cut out of the fucking of the second film. So like any little bits of him that have like a one line or something that ended up on the cutting floor. No explanation why. I guess just because and such.
There's another.
What?
There's another Spy Kids movie by Robert Rodriguez.
Well,
he's doing another Spy Kids.
He's trying to get paid. That's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to get paid now. I lost respect for that man ever since Predators and Machete. Really, he hasn't done nothing worth a shit. I mean, I saw Alita Battle Angel. It doesn't look like a Robert Rodriguez movie. The only thing I know about Robert Rodriguez movie, if it's Jeff Fahey's in it, in a brief scene where he has no dialogue. So Jeff Fahey's there. Yep, it's Robert Rodriguez. And shit. But that doesn't say much.
September, Expendables 4. Oh, you know that. Megan Fox and 50 Cent.
Yeah, Jason Statham's having the franchise. Ooh. I don't know. I looked at the trailers for it. It looked like complete dog shit to me. I mean, if I'm surprised, but I doubt it. Statham, I don't know what's going on with Statham, man. I saw this trailer or clips of this other film he did with Guy Ritchie, which I know you liked the Rapper Man. I wasn't that big on it. It's not his worst film, but he seemed like he doesn't care anymore. That's what I get from Statham. It's just, I'm reading my lines, give me my bloody fucking money, and get the fuck out of my way. That's Statham to me now. I don't see like he really wants to be there. It's kind of like how we saw Adam Sandler sleepwalking through all these theatric films he was doing. and Pixels was the one that popped the balloon.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was stating. It's just he's burned out, or he just doesn't want to do this shit no more. Or he's like, okay, I'm doing the same bloody thing again. That's it. I gotta put my kids through school. All right. Hey, power to him. But you said there's no motivation. And I think Expendables, the novelty, Expendables sadly worked for one movie. As much as we used to dream about who you could get, who you can get, I think with egos, what Stallone wants to do, what the people behind the scenes want him to do, it worked one time. That was it. I think that's what lies the problem with Expendables. I don't think there is any room in there for franchise of films. Because the second film didn't hold up the best. The third film was a piece of shit. And this film doesn't look any better unless I'm surprised, which I doubt.
And that's the thing, like you look at this year, you have, just to quickly go through these. Exorcist Believer, Saw 10, The Marvels, Captain Marvel sequel.
Which they're trying to put the Kosh Blosh on that, I heard. Because of the box office on the recent Marvel films, I don't know if they're trying to reshoot it or they're trying to maybe postpone the date of it or something. I heard that the Marvels is in a lot of trouble. I heard.
Well, I hope they just throw it away in the vault.
They should burn it like they did with Batgirl. Might as well. Might as well. It's not like they're going to use Brie Larson again. Yeah. Brie Larson stuck to Fast and Furious now, so I wouldn't be surprised if, they're getting rid of her too.
Yeah, another Aquaman movie.
Supposedly the last one. The last one. That's why Jason Mamma Mia is on Fast and Furious. Because James Gunn, I think, it mentioned that he doesn't want to continue Aquaman. So, I think Wonder Woman 3, they're trying to see if they can get that made, but I doubt it. Because the bad reception 84 got. From what I heard, I understand why.
You've seen it.
Well,
you can't say you've seen it.
It's a 3-hour-long movie. It's very corny on purpose, and I don't know. I heard the only positive in there was Linda Carter's cameo, which made me want to revisit her show. That's about it.
Yeah. Let's see. Just let me look at the chat. Rodriguez needs to retire. I agree.
He's probably been retired all these years. He hasn't done jack or shit. Besides Alita, which bombed.
Yeah, whatever happened to that Machete 3 in space?
Well,
remember that?
Yeah, remember there were talks about that. I thought it got made, but apparently not. Machete kills that much of an impression.
Alita Battle Angel was kind of disappointing. That's saying it lightly. Let's see. I did not see Hypnotic, but my sister said it was very bad. I didn't see it. That was Robert Rodriguez's last film. That's right, the Ben Affleck movie.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Hypnotic.
Yeah.
That no one saw.
That was the one I was asking you about, but you said you weren't interested in it. You said that you saw that done on an episode of a show or something or whatnot. And everything. That's right. I forgot about that.
Like X-Files. There's an X-Files episode called Pusher, where he could, cerulean blue, like make you think what's happening. And I'm like, that episode is better than anything I've seen on this movie. I think Robert Rodriguez, he lost the touch a long time ago.
Long time ago. Not exactly. 2010 was his RIP right there. To me, his last good film was Planet Terror. I know someone mentioned El Mariachi. Well, that's cool and whatnot.
I heard Rodriguez is making Viewmaster based on the toy. Because after the Barbie success.
Why not make Monopoly into a movie next? Or Candyland?
I think they're planning on that.
Well, of course, you see. I know who they're gonna get to play the mustache man with the top hat. They'll get Patrick Stewart to do it, maybe. Something.
What board game will be the next movie? There you go. What toy? Folks in the chat. What toy is going to be the next movie?
I know what it'll be. Slinky.
The what?
The Slinky. Remember the Slinky? I walked upstairs and other. It'd be the Slinky. Or not Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube be because the 80s. Rubik's Cube.
Voiced by Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Or not, it'll be Light Bright. will be in there. Light Bright will be in there to make that into a fucking movie. Because they had emoji, but why not Light Bright? Or Etch a Sketch. Etch a Sketch would be in there. Anything from the 80s, why not? You gotta bring something in there. GoBots. GoBots would be next, yes.
That
Everyone
eight
remembers GoBot.
ball and shaking.
Well, yeah, 8 Ball will be there too.
Yes, a
Or
question.
the mood ring. Don't forget that's from the 70s too. Bring the mood ring and stuff. God. Hungry. There was talks of Hungry Hippo at one point. Remember that? But they never
I
did
do
it.
remember that.
Yeah, you remember that was on the movie news. Hungry Hippo. You were like shocked. That's getting a movie. Oh
And
God.
like what, Candyland? They were going to do a Candyland movie at one point.
But they can't do it now because people will hear Candyland. They'll think about Leonardo DiCaprio from Django, though. The people might think, wait a minute, what kind of Candyland? They get confused. Remember, that was called Candyland. His plantation, Candyland. So
Vin Diesel's doing Rock and Soccer Robots. They did that movie. It's called Real Steel. It's
real
so
shit.
shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vin Diesel is desperate because I like Vin Diesel. I actually do like Vin Diesel. It's just he picks very subpar, forgettable movies like The Last Witch Hunter and Bloodshot and Babylon AD.
I think I heard somewhere, Matt? Hello?
Oh, shit.
Oh, you still
Okay.
there? Okay, cool. I heard somewhere, maybe it was Vin Diesel did it. Nah, but I heard somewhere that
Vin Diesel talking to me.
Vin Diesel doesn't pick his scripts. His sister is the one that takes care of all his arrangements when it comes to movie roles or anything like that. He has no connection with nothing unless the movie starts. Then he puts his hands in everything. That's what I hear. So maybe his sister's to blame for all this. His sister was the one
someone's
that
asking.
picked the blood that
Yeah.
that superhero movie he was trying to
Bloodshot.
do, Bloodshot, or the other one with the Last Witch Hunter and such.
Someone
just-
asked him, why do you still like Vin Diesel though, Matt, if he does so many garbage movies? Because he doesn't seem in your face like The Rock.
Yeah,
He doesn't seem like he's everywhere,
yeah,
other than Fast and Furious, which
yeah.
they're successful.
Well, not the
But
recent one.
yeah,
Thankfully.
I liked some of his movies. I like Find Me Guilty. I
Very
like Pitch
overlooked.
Black. Find Me Guilty, yeah.
Yeah, very overlooked.
I like Pitch Black.
How about A Man Apart? That's a pretty good one as well.
I need to watch that again. It's been forever since I've seen it.
I saw it in the theater. I remember when I first saw it, I'm like, I don't know, because the marketing was making it like an action film. There's one or two action scenes in it, but it's more of a crime drama than anything. But Vin Diesel gave a wonderful performance there and such and everything.
I liked The Pacifier for a kid's film.
I thought it was pretty funny. I thought he did better than The Rock, to be honest, with the football film. I thought The Pacifier was miles better.
The game plan.
The game plan was The Rock. Yeah, I didn't think much of the game plan, but I thought the Pacifier, Vin Diesel did a better job. And so,
I like the first Triple X.
yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. I wonder if that film's gonna hold up for me because the whole X Games thing kind of dates the film a little bit. That's what I'm kind of wondering.
I mean, I like it because it makes it seem different, and I don't like that they kind of went away from that in the sequel because it just made it a wannabe Fast and Furious film now.
Because he has to have a team. That's why he's got to have a team,
but
and there's no villains.
That's why
you know.
But that's why I like Triple X. It was like a different type. He's not copying James Bond, the X game. I think that made him more unique. So I do. So it's Triple X, Pitch Black, Find Me Guilty,
Man Apart.
Yeah, I'll give it that. What was it?
Knock Around
Pacifier.
Guys. Even though he's more of a supporting character, he stole the show.
Wasn't big on that. I like some of the Fast and Furious films. Like some made Hugh Jackman. I think he has more films I like than Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman's track record isn't that great. That's why he's going back to Wolverine. He got nothing. Yeah. He got nothing. He's not a bad actor. It's just he's got to find better roles or maybe take a chance. Or, take a swing at something. I want to see Hugh Jackman do a villain role. So I think he could bring the intensity as a bad guy. Because I saw a little bit of it he did in this.
Was he like Captain
McGregor
Hook
movie.
or something?
Yeah, but
Peter Pan.
Yeah, but that was a silly movie, though. I mean, like a more serious, like a thriller. Like giving someone play someone like Cyrus the Virus or something. something like that, and such. I would love to
Neil,
see him play a villain
yeah.
in a Deadpool film instead of just bringing back Wolverine, because it's to see him, or not even Wolverine, not even Deadpool film, in the Hitman's Bodyguard type of movie. I thought he would work
Hmm,
opposite against Ryan Reynolds, but he's back as Wolverine
hmm.
apparently with his yellow suit and whatnot.
Neil Punk, I don't mind Swordfish, but I like those other Vin Diesel films more. I know
I
you
can
don't
never,
like Swordfish, which I don't blame you.
I can never get into Swordfish. The only thing I like about Swordfish, I like the remix of Planet Rock. I wish that music was used in a better movie though. That's just it.
And the X-Men films, I could watch maybe the first three
Yeah,
and Logan. That's
yeah,
it.
pretty much, pretty much.
And the
Yeah,
first X-Men doesn't even hold up the best, in my opinion.
it's very, very, very. I mean, slow burn. I think that's what what it is with the first
Yeah.
X-Men. Very slow. But the second film picked up the pace a little bit. The third film, I thought the pacing was the best. A lot of people hate the third film and whatnot.
I don't mind the third film. I would say probably for me the second one's my favorite. But I don't really watch X-Men films much. There's other films I prefer.
Yeah, also. I mean, you would probably
I
watch
don't
the
think
first three Christopher Reeve Superman movies over the first three
yes.
X-Men movies and
I
whatnot.
don't think Van Helsing's that great,
Yeah,
Predator. It's not the worst I've seen, but it has a lot of issues, especially that Dracula, the guy who played him, so fucking shitty. And the guy who played the Frankenstein monster is also really shitty and bad
yeah,
special effects.
yeah. The CG isn't the best on that on Van Helsing. One thing on Hugh Jackman's not doing a bad job. It's just the movie lets him down and such.
Yeah. But yeah, with that said, ended here.
Okay.
Thank you, Effie, for joining me. It's
Thank
a
you for
lot of
having me on,
fun.
man. It's always fun to hang out with you and whatnot. Thank you, all you people in the chat as well, being very nice and whatnot and such. Everything. I hope you
My
all have a
final
great
word,
time.
fuck the new Ninja Turtle film. I don't
Agree.
give a shit how many people like it. Uh, the parts I saw, I'm sorry. If Mikey wants to say, I wonder how Splender's ass smells like, and Donnie says, I bet it smells like Doritos and cheese. No, I do not think it's a good movie or a good fucking Ninja Turtle movie. I don't give a
Wow.
shit if 100% of people like it. I will be the lone man yelling at the cloud, the old man going, fuck this shit. This is disgrace to the characters. This is bullshit. Fuck this shit.
Wonderful ending then, right there. I look forward to seeing that rant because I know it's gonna be a rant. It's not gonna be just a review. No, it's gonna be a rant. That's it. Matt versus Mutant Mayhem. That'd be the title, probably something like that.
And I
Uh,
know I'm gonna get shit from a lot of people because so many people love the film, but it is what it is.
exactly. You're being honest. You know, it's your moniker. You love the characters a lot. You feel they deserve better, way better than
Yes,
than you
that's
know.
why I think these characters deserve better. Because okay, the last thing I'll say is people wonder why I get so em- emotional about it. These characters when I was growing up, I'll get serious for a bit.
Okay,
They helped me a lot
of
throughout my
course.
childhood, throughout my teenage years, where piece of entertainment can help other people, whatever the case may be for yourself.
Yeah, of course.
These are the characters that help me. When I see them in this light, I'm thinking people deserve better.
Yeah,
Fans deserve better. I don't know why you want these characters as annoying, idiotic teenagers, and you rarely get a theatrical movie. The last one was 7 years ago. The next one could well be a sequel to this or another 7 years, where some of us gonna be almost 50. Yes, I would like something worth a crap with these characters because I think they deserve better. I think their potential is not even close to being reached. And it seems like
at least
nobody
a
cares.
chance, at least one shot. They can at least give it one shot. That's all I would say. Give it a chance. Take a risk. Don't want to take a risk. The Nickelodeon's still
And
in
that's
charge
the
of it, right?
yeah, and that's the infuriating thing. It seems like most people don't care. They don't care. And I just don't get that. But
Yeah,
that's just me.
yeah.
I
I agree. I agree
these
with you.
characters, the
Yeah,
potential has barely been thought of after all these years. There's all this stuff you could do, and no one gives a shit to even try to do it.
yeah.
Instead, puking jokes, milking jokes, and all that shit is what becomes, quote, the best Turtles film ever made by people.
Hmm.
Even saying better than this movie, supposedly.
Of course. Of course.
But, but hey, if it's got 30 milking jokes and Splinter kissing female mutant cockroaches and them going to the prom and April puking and all this other stuff, if that's all you want from Turtles, then yes, I just don't get it. That's all I can say. Because I
Yeah.
think you have potential with these characters that will never be reached. And it's a shame.
It is.
It's a damn shame.
Because they don't only give one crack at it. That's what gets mad about. One crack at it. You know? Other movies get a crack at it. Batman got a crack at it. You know? They gave it a shot. It paid off. They don't want to take a risk. That's what I'm saying. Not even fan films, for fuck's sake. You know? At least that Banished or Fight the Foot. They at least give that.
Mhm.
Give at least one of those. But no, they won't do that. Or God forbid, Body Count. Turn that into a fucking fan film. But they won't do it. They will never do it. And stuff. Only you could do it, but you know, they're not gonna give you a big budget for that, sadly. But you know
No.
what? You unleash the fury, Matt. I'll be tuning in. I'm sure all these people here be looking forward to that as well, and such, and everything.
Once
And
I finish it.
yeah, you gotta fit, but just you don't finish. I mean, like I would say, you know, you're gonna have to pull it like a band-aid. Is it a long movie? This thing or what?
No, 90 minutes, thankfully.
Okay, that's good. So at least it ain't 3 hours. They're not really piss you off, make your head
Which is
explode.
weird because they're trying to fit like 8 mutants, including Paul Rudd as Monda Gecko going.
They fucked up Mondo Get Go, really? I like the Mondo Get Go
Okay,
in the original cartoons.
imagine he's a type that Tom Cruise will get to go to Vegas and count cards, and
No,
he gotta go to Wapner and go to Kmart. That's who
no,
Mondo Gecko is.
they messed him up.
Just cue that music.
Oh
And for
god,
those who see the film, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
they fucked up Mondo Get Go. I liked Mondo Get Go. Shit, what's next? Are they gonna make a Leatherhead a fucking a pervert too? Shit,
No, he's a girl in this
really?
movie, Rose Byrne.
Wow, they made
For no
Leatherhead a
reason, he's
girl.
arbitrary.
Wow,
Arbitrary.
of
Not
course.
even like, I mean, there's nothing even to it because they try to fit like 18 fucking characters that do nothing in the movie. But hey,
Wow.
you remember if you passed by a store and you saw a toy,
Yeah, pretty much. I bet you they probably put
post it in
Metalhead.
there.
They probably put Metalhead in there too. That robot turtle they had, Metalhead. They probably put him in there too. Or they'll make a fucked
No,
up version of.
that'll be the sequel.
Or they'll make a fucked up version of Slash. They'll make Slash a stoner. I think that's what they'll do. And that's
That'll
an
be the
interesting.
sequel.
That's an interesting character they could play with, but they'll fuck him up. Wow. Wow. But anyway, I guess we're getting ready to head out. I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's been fun, man.
We
This
will
party
see you
going long.
guys down the
All right.
road.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Have a good night,
Later.
bro. Okay. Later.
Later.